All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and squirrels. We're live.
Good morning.
We have Abby sitting in the
chair.
in the guest seat today.
What was that?
Mike's upset though. He's like, "How does she keep getting away with stuff?" I said, "She's the guest."
That is just
because I sit down. That's right.
Crazy.
And he's tripping out today because she's in jeans. So he's like, "Man,
I wasn't tripping. I was just because usually.
Well, I didn't fall for the close the door.
Well, like I said, if I want to see a little boy in blue jeans, I'll go to a convenience store.
Well, you just did a little while ago.
I
gotta adjust that camera. I'm sorry. Y'all keep going.
Adjust that camera.
Get it just right. Fix that angle.
Just for fun. Get that camera just for fun ish or niche.
What are you looking at over there?
You don't.
Well, that would be called porn.
Hey, man, there's yeah.
See, look, you're even speechless.
Yeah.
You don't want to share?
I do. I really I really do. A buddy of mine,
good thing there's like 6 feet between us.
He's been known to share. Just ask some kids at the Little Boys and Girls Club.
I know, right?
Well,
and it ain't his Legos.
Third grade.
Third grade?
No, he said,
don't say third grade because my son's third grade.
Yeah, Mike, that's like kind of creepy, dude.
That is very creepy.
No, he sends me these, like, I always thought that country girls, like with a cowboy hat and like a halter top.
Oh God, why do I fear
and blue jeans?
Blue jeans. I thought they wore like shorts.
Little short, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
with
little
the
Daisy
pockets
Dukes.
sticking out.
I don't know about all that, but that's
but there's a different type of Daisy Dukes now.
When the ones with a little stuff stitched on the.
Well, no, they're
they're
saggy, and now they're called lazy dukes. They don't know how to pull they don't know how to pull their
weird
shit
eye
out.
on it, you know.
And they have the whole muffin top look. Well, some do, some don't.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Looks like a brownie that exploded.
No, I mean here, and this isn't like see.
That doesn't do it for you.
No, it does. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
It's a whole kind of change in my life here.
So you're starting to find the whole little Southern Belle, hottie, Southern trampy girl hot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, trampy goes without saying.
I know, but in order to paint the image for our listeners, I had to throw the word trampy in there so that they would understand. You're like looking at pictures of the like hot trampy girls that get out of the back of the 4-wheel drive with a little mud on them, a little blue jeans, shorts, the bikini top. Little trashy redneck girls.
Yeah.
You like a little white trash.
Well, I was always kind of the stripper.
So you've always been more ATL white trash, and now you're more like Southern Belle white trash.
Yeah, I was always
okay. So what we're saying is you've gone from the condo community to the trailer park.
Oh yeah.
See, it just you know what that. Wait, do you know what? Do you know what has happened here?
What has happened?
He's just gotten older. And his expectations have dropped a little.
Well, then he needs to revamp.
Look at him. He's like, oh yeah.
So he went from I can't argue that.
Yeah, he went from apartment.
He has hardly looked up since I walked in. I mean,
no, I had
it's because of the blue jeans.
Apparently,
and you noticed you wore blue jeans, and now he's looking at hot chicks in blue jeans shorts.
See that?
You see?
I see that.
No, that's not it.
No, that's not it.
No, it's amazing.
He's like, no, I'm always looking at sluts.
I used to have just this amazing condo over off of Roswell Road that
is that one of those? I've already done that. Check.
And man, I worked at 2 different.
I'm not sure where we're leading with this.
Well, I mean, no, strippers have a certain
been
way
there, done those.
You know? Yeah, I mean, strippers have a certain way of the way they carry themselves and the way they dress outside of the club. You know.
Yeah, because if they got, never mind.
Yeah, well, they don't like.
I was just gonna be like, they carry themselves like this.
Yeah. No, they.
But if you dress like the picture you just showed me, they're trying to get noticed.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
They are strippers.
True.
I mean, they would dress that way at work, but you see what I'm saying is usually they don't like to dress where they're noticed.
Right.
And
is that kind of like you don't cheat where you eat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't.
And I've always found it alluring that an extremely attractive woman that dresses,
sexy girlfriend.
I think a really, really sexy woman is a woman who doesn't dress provocatively. Does that make sense? Like, isn't showing everything off. But now as I'm getting older and my car's not quite as fast to chase anymore.
So now instead
of the country girl.
Well, so
because they're slower. Is that what you're saying?
I'm trying to get this in my head.
Absolutely.
So you went from you like just seeing them naked and slutty to you like seeing them with like a bra that you have to try to peek through it to get a peek. Is that what you're saying?
No, I can undo a bra.
No. I'm talking about in your pictures. You went from you just like seeing straight up trashy, slutty to. Is that a little bit peeping out? I mean, I'm asking you what you're saying.
No, I think you went the wrong way there.
Well, that's what I'm trying to ask you because I'm trying to get in. You know what this is? This is like 60 minutes in the mind of a pervert. Stay tuned after the commercial break and we'll figure it out.
I mean, let's be realistic. It's going to take a lot more than 60 minutes.
Trust me, it only took 60 seconds. That's why she left you.
We may have to go to the Alabama.
You know that was good. It may take 60 minutes. Dude, if you had 60 minutes in a hotel room, the question would be, what would you do with the other 59 minutes?
Oh, they have cable, right?
It's just a quickie. Let me get back to my show.
I mean, I could just see him, and if he had a girlfriend, you know, they're getting fooling around in the middle of a show, and she's like, "Honey, wait till commercial." And then he's like, well,
"It only takes."
If they play 2 commercials, what are we going to do with that other 30 seconds?
Right.
Well, most commercials are a minute.
I know that was. Duh, Mike. I just insinuated you're only going to take 30 seconds, and what are you going to do for the remaining 30 seconds? Eat some popcorn.
And who's the blonde here? I mean, I know you got gray peeping out, but who's the blonde?
Those are highlights.
Oh, is that what that is?
Those are hind legs. What are you talking about?
Been to see Zach lately?
Wait a minute. What the hell? Where'd that Wow, that was cool.
So, any other important news in your life?
Nah,
because this one just really went to the ghetto.
I mean, he must really be just whatever he's looking at is just so.
It's a new.
Let's see what you're looking at.
No, let's
see what you're looking at.
He's like, no,
you don't have to turn it towards the camera. So you're just looking at hot chicks.
Well, no
wonder you can't focus.
Bill is sending me stuff because I mean we were talking. A friend of mine.
He said Bill.
Right?
I'm thinking Clinton with the pictures.
With the blue dress.
No. So, Bill is. We were talking yesterday, and we were kind of making jokes and cracks about different women in our lives, and so then he was like, "You're changing, dude. You're changing." I'm like, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not." And then he started proving it to me, and so today he's just making a point by sending me a bunch of these. I mean, is
Bill single too?
No, he's married.
Okay.
And his wife, by the way, is hot.
I'm just trying to figure out where we're going with here.
No, I mean it is a different. God, you can't say genre, can you?
It's genre.
Are you trying to say the girl's name, Janja?
I guess.
Joanna. So
you sure it's not married to Joanna?
It's different for me.
You're gonna go into Wendy's and be asking for Jandra. Is Jandra here?
Where do these women hang out though with the cowboy hats and I mean, I'm not going to a rodeo. I'll go to a gun show.
Well, you don't want them to try to rope you, do you?
Yeah.
The last time a guy rode you for 8 seconds, you was in county lockup.
You're like, get off.
Wasn't you a cop back then? Is that why you quit working in the sheriff's department, in the office? I mean, in the jail, because you witnessed, him and some Vaseline. It was kind of disgusting.
Oh my God.
You just shut the door and you're like, yeah, okay, bye.
That way too far.
I mean, 8 seconds of your life, that is your whole story.
You'll never get it back.
No, but you can keep racking up points, and that's what's important.
Oh my God, Brian Eubanks just sent me a picture and said, "This is Mike's date life."
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Yeah, I know.
Mike did not even look at that, but a second. That was enough for him. Yeah, that was kind of gross, Brian. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah,
I mean, people like you that are ashamed that. Well, yeah. Mike should be at meetings. He's not.
Isn't Brian the little dwarf that comes in?
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Isn't he the one that comes in?
You know, his golf cart runs faster in reverse, and your car doesn't drive.
My car's working good right now. He's a little dwarf that comes in with
really?
The mandolin and plays the guitar.
God.
Right? It's got that little squeaky voice.
You heard it. Mike gets stuck in his little character where I'm supposed to poke at people. Yeah, but you're not supposed to do it sporting a Woody. Oh, now you're trolling that side.
I know, right?
God.
He wasn't supposed to share that.
He's trolling. I know. I saw it a second ago, too. I know, but I'm looking at you. You're like going, you're trolling all the sites.
Yeah, he is.
Like Mike went from trolling some weird fetish page to now he's on Abby's Facebook and he's showing. Point it to the camera too, just so they know that you're not that much of a perv. Not point that at the camera. Point the picture at the camera.
Cover it at least. I'm just kidding.
Have you seen this girl?
I'll put it on the Facebook page.
Right, have you seen this? Like, have you seen this person? Yeah. She's been missing for about 20 minutes.
Yep.
This isn't a milk
Her boyfriend's starting to worry because he heard her on this show.
I know, right?
This isn't a milk carton. This is an oil can.
Every day, Abby comes home and Philip, like the first hour of Philip's drive home, right before he gets off work, he starts going. Okay, so I remembered when I was on Just for Fun Radio and how it warped my brain.
When?
Now I have to wonder how much mind warping has happened to my old lady on my way home.
Right.
So he gets home and he's like, do you need anything from the store? Like he's sending stupid text messages to just try to get her to talk. Do you need anything, honey?
I love you.
And she's like, no. He's like, uh-oh, that was a short answer. I love you, baby. Uh-huh. Sure. He's like, oh crap! They
you sure you don't need anything?
The problem is Philip eventually is going to be like, look, you can't go back. You're getting too quick-witted, and I liked you when you were blonde and slow, and you didn't figure nothing out.
Did you hear what he just said?
What?
You can't go back.
Right. Exactly.
Just so for the record, you can never go back.
Hey, we've
once
already
you've been
told
exposed.
you. Yeah, once you drink the Kool-Aid, it's over.
Yep.
Yep, your fingers are stained.
Yep.
Wow, where did you go? That's kind of sick, dude.
Oh, what? In Iraq when they were voting, it was so funny because they dipped their finger in the ink.
In the ink.
Yeah, and we were sitting there going, why are you doing that? Because like for the next 3 days, everybody that had ink on their finger got murdered. And I was like, oh, you guys are brilliant.
Because they voted for the wrong person.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Is that what I gotta do?
You gotta. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Oh my God. Well, how's everything going on the home front? Was yesterday's Veterans Day and nobody told me?
No, Vietnam veterans.
Oh, was it?
The actual Veterans Day is not till November.
That's what I thought, man, because I saw somebody post something that said Veterans Day. I'm like, how did that happen? And I not know. I thought it was too early in the year for that.
It is.
Yeah, well, you know me. I'm a big veteran.
I figured you'd have said something. Look, it's pitiful. I have been so busy lately that I literally have to live off the calendar. I can't tell you what's happening until I look in my calendar.
Yeah, it happens. Now it's a kind of a new thing.
Kind of
a new thing.
Like Kwanzaa. It's just a made up thing.
Yeah. Okay. I always ask people, because they say they're doing the traditional Kwanzaa dance.
There's nothing traditional.
Yes.
Look, if they can have Kwanzaa, we need to have Queer Eye. I mean,
I think you already do.
if they got a gay day, then why not have Queer Eye where
Look, you got him all
where everybody gets to wear like a pink bow tie and some penny loafers with no socks.
Didn't
and
the
like
governor vote against this?
Yeah, he just did yesterday. He vetoed it.
Oh, yeah.
No gay day.
No gay
day. Gay day.
Hey,
and he keeps trying to put that coat to his lips. He's going to spew.
You can't spew on gay day.
Look.
What do you got to do on a swallow? You got to swallow on gay day?
Less mess.
You need to just stay away from me. You're a bad.
But you're the one that sat beside him. Look at him. He's having to wipe the snot.
That's not snot, sweetie. He's
Mike's going to drink that. And he's going to sound like a rainbird sprinkler.
He's got that down well, doesn't he?
I'm going to do the one cheek sneak when you do it.
Ew. Why does that sound like it's wet? Never mind. We got to go to commercial. We'll be right back before I say something that really offends. When we come back, we got to discuss that because Abby asked a serious question when we got here today. Stay tuned. We'll come right back with a serious
Where's
question.
the toilet paper?
I know, serious. Right? The baby wipes.
Yeah. Use the towel. We do. Oh, God. I feel like there's pollen on me.
Because there is. That's what you get for rolling around in it.
You see the lady?
Yeah.
When I walked down, I was like, where's the seawall? And I was like, oh.
I got to get down. I got to get my paddle boat fixed to go figure out what's going on with the dam, dude, because there's no way that my dock should still be underwater. Something's got to be down there. It's got it clogged.
Did you see that picture now that I'm looking at all
lazy bastards around here don't get out there and do nothing.
The one I sent you yesterday?
I don't recall.
About the goat?
Oh, yes. That was quick. Lazy bastards don't do that.
You know, last night it was lagging. It was a good 30, 45 second lag.
Yeah, but that wasn't. See how quick that was?
Yeah, that was right on.
The Beverly Hills.
Ding, 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 ding. I got a picture of Abby now. I got to figure out something.
All right. Kind of like that video that Scotty shared with Crystal, and he's like, "Don't post this."
So you know, it's first thing that's going. It's going to be. So happy my drone's back and it's not going to rain today.
I was checking to see the mic levels. Ooh, it's at 100. Good God. Adjust something here because apparently something is acting stupid. So hang tight, please.
Is that the type of person that you're looking for in the country? Not the bar scene, no. Okay, yeah, I'm looking for somebody. You're not gonna find that around here.
1 2 1 2 1 2. Hey everybody, I hope you hear me on the webcam.
Well, I was gonna say,
Jacob, if you're watching,
girl,
I'm texting you as well. Let me know how that sounds.
Georgia Southern. Well, how young are you wanting? Or
well, I mean, there's 35.
As of now, I'm hitting send to you as well. How does the sound
right.
As of now? It's at 54, and I'm turning it down to like
well, this is
5
a type.
So right now we're at 5, and
not just poke fun.
Yeah,
and I'm trying to establish.
They're all broken.
1 2 1 2 1 2. So I'm trying to figure out if it's working. Let me know how it sounds to you, sir. My luck is it still not doing right, but we upgraded to Windows 10 because that's what it required. And of course, anytime you do what it says you have to do, what happens? All the settings get changed.
I understand what you're saying as far as that goes, because there's actually a friend of mine that you're almost hitting right on with her. She's got 3 kids by 3 different men, and her last husband, she all but said, "See ya." And now she's doing the bar scene.
Sad. In anybody in going to bars, sad.
Mm-hmm.
Friday, I gotta go get drunk.
I mean, there's a difference between having a drink and getting drunk.
All right, we's got to go back live, yo. Let me know how this sounds, whoever might be listening on video. My luck is it might not be sounding too good. Okay, I've got it sounds okay to me, so. Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun. Sorry, I'm kind of getting hung in the whole Ozzy Osbourne. So, Abby comes on this morning. And it is classic Just for Fun radio. It is awesome. First question of the day is not what's up for today, how y'all doing, good morning. It's how many people did we offend yesterday? And I went, does it matter?
And then I said, is there a way to track them?
Yeah,
I mean,
is there a
little
meter
counter at the bottom for the people that don't
well, you
like
know,
it.
the other radio station with the guy with the bullshit ponytail, they used to have the FU line, which was just a phone number. It was just an answering service, and people could just call and leave messages.
Right.
The problem is what people don't realize is the people that would cuss on it, you would have to beep that out, which unfortunately means with me being kind of a one-man show, I don't know that I'm willing to deal with it because what I'm saying, Mike, don't give me that look, you four-eyed freak.
Chopped liver.
What I'm saying
Sauteed
is
onions.
who would go through 40 voicemails that would be like "F you, Mike," and censor out all the cuss words?
Because all you hear is beep beep.
Yeah,
beep.
I mean, how long would that take? Who's gonna give up their time to go censor those?
Sound like R2D2.
And you know, and I know, if we had a voicemail service and told people, please call and leave any comments, blah 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 blah. You know, and I know that nobody's gonna.
There would no. There'd be like 50 shut up.
That's
mics
right.
on
Nobody's gonna just not cuss.
Right.
There'd be like 50 shut up mics, and I'll find their phone numbers and I'll call them back late at night. And when they wake up, I'll say, "Shut up and go back to sleep." How about that?
That's right. See, and that's the problem is I don't see with all the people that would be calling with a shut up mic, how would they say it properly? F you, Mike. But every one of those would have to be censored. And who would have time to go do that? You would have to give up time to go do that.
It kind of sounds like you need a secretary.
Man, I need to make some money. You know, because I've got like Jacob yesterday. He's like, hey man, have you got my but he said it nicely. He says, I'm not trying to bug you. But he's like, do you have my entrance music fixed yet? And I'm like, no. Monday, the back was messed up. I had to have the sports massage girl come fix that bad spot between my shoulder blades from where I laid the bike down. And then yesterday I had to get the bike to the shop to fix from where I laid the bike down. I mean, and then today it's like, okay, it's raining tomorrow. So anything else I've got to do, they're talking like some rain tomorrow, 100% chance Friday. So it's like, whatever I need to do, I got to get done today.
Yep. Quit procrastinating.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have nothing else to do.
I'm just trying to squeeze in every single thing I can.
Squishy.
I'm not talking that kind of squeeze in. Like,
well, I thought
you're a perv. Weirdo. Yeah, wait a minute. Like I didn't know. Sorry.
Yeah.
And you invited, you let him in.
It was.
You invited him.
Yeah, he's like a vampire. You have to invite him in to pass the threshold. He can't just come in.
Well, I mean,
state law.
You can't rate the willing.
No.
I found that out. Yeah. So if they ever say
the easy way or the hard way.
Yeah. And that's just a matter of
What we were making a joke about some girl earlier. You offended or something. Man, I can't remember what it was. No, because we have this rule that when we're laughing before the show, I'm like, okay, we got to stop these conversations because we're like losing some really cool jokes.
And then he's like, that's done.
That never get replayed correctly or resaid correctly. And now here we are. I'm trying to remember what they were. And
you were talking about somebody you call catfish.
No, come on. Let's go somewhere else with this.
Oh, sorry.
Because it's just going to tie up the rest of my day freaking having to defend myself. So screw it.
Well, you attempted to. Look at him. He has no comment.
I did. I mean,
no, you did. You did
attempt.
No, I did.
No, I did.
Attempt or did?
I did. Quite a bit.
Would she make change for a 20?
Yeah, but she had that little belt.
I bet that got in the way.
It did.
It's caught on the pubes.
Chafing.
Oh my goodness. They make stuff to.
I hear phones vibrating. Man, people are getting lit.
That's all his. That's his girlfriend's.
Christ, where he started my day.
Hey, did anybody hear the news report this morning? And it may just be me.
It probably is.
But it was a young black female, high school age, was walking her dog. At least she got a little Yorkie. Was just walking her dog down the sidewalk, and like, 5
nice rebel flag
18 to 19-year-old black dudes just jump out of the car and try to basically mug her. They just start beating on her.
Where was this at?
Demanding her to take Marietta,
wow.
take all her money and stuff out of her pockets, and all she had was her keys and her gum. So they took her gum. I'm like,
That's
y'all
smart.
some broke bitches right there. Y'all
They're
gonna beat a girl
desperate.
down to take her juicy fruit.
Yep.
Should have went up with a different name of gum.
They're like beating on each other, and it's like, Terrell, man, you got some foul breath. Get that girl's
You
gum.
sure it wasn't Big Red or
I'm
what
just-
was it?
I don't know.
Double mint.
I don't know what kind of gum it was. but
Orbit.
it's just crazy, man. People, you're just riding down the road and just randomly decide you're going to beat this young girl. What is wrong with these people?
That's the world that's the world we live in, man.
I believe that young lady should have been carrying a Mac 10.
She should have been.
Just
No.
spray
They're
the
scared
car
of
the
guns.
second they start to get out of the car. Just spray the car.
I say she
Look,
should
have
have had
you
a
s-
pair of nunchucks and made an example out of all of them.
I just can't stand the idea.
Have you
of it.
seen girls like that try to shoot?
No.
Oh my!
Well, that's one reason I said just spray the friggin' car. Unfortunately, any houses in the background would have been lit.
Yeah.
It was bubblicious bubble gum to go with her bootylicious.
Well, here's the thing too, is that if a police officer would have pulled those guys over, he would have been profiling them because there's, how many guys were riding together or whatever.
I know.
Yeah. So
Well, no,
How
you
about-
could say if there was 5 in the car that one of them didn't have their seatbelt on, because usually they don't wear seatbelts if they're going to do something like that.
How about this? I started to pull out of the driveway last night to go get Zaylee. And as I was backing out, I looked over towards the high school and I saw this Challenger, the new silver,
Mhm.
larger style, the old that looks like the old Challengers. I saw it starting to pull out, and my gut was like, I already know what's fixing to happen. So I didn't pull out. So I waited for him to pass. And as he passed, he was probably just about 50, 60 miles an hour.
Mhm.
And then as I was backing out, he started around that curve and he was well in the 70s. So I ended up catching him at the 4-way stop. It's not that I chased him, but that, there were so many cars because it was 5 o'clock,
Right.
5:30 maybe. So when we turned to the left on Old Salem, on the right-hand side of the road, it's not really a parking lane or really a traveling lane. But
It's
for
just
some
a
reason,
lane.
we have that third lane. So as we turn left, I'm like, God, I left my phone at home, so I couldn't get this on video. So as we turn left, the cars in front of us are driving. He gets in that right-hand lane and punches it.
And passes.
He
it.
flies past all these cars, and I'm waiting for him to now get in front of them because he's side by side. Then he slams on the brakes and turns right into that neighborhood. So I thought, well, when I pass this neighborhood, I'll just see which direction he turns.
Right.
Not like I'm going to do anything, but just curiosity. And as I passed the street, I can't even see which direction he turned. That means as soon as he got on that street, he punched it there too.
Yeah.
And this kid was probably about 17 years old.
Yep.
And it's just blowing my ever-loving mind. Just blowing my mind. Nobody in this county has any fear of speeding.
No.
And,
Why would they?
coming home from picking up Zaylee, I was sitting at the 4-way because the traffic fixed to turn right onto my road. And I saw another one of these cars that I videoed before as the little Nopi type cars. As they pull out of here, they race down this road because it's Underwood Raceway.
But wait. Didn't you say that all these studies have been done on your road?
Oh, yeah, all these falsified studies.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
And I wanna like not yell at Alex, but I want to yell at Alex because he's like, well, you had all these studies performed by what the French toast ever. Those are bull crap studies. They set this sign out at 9:30 in the morning. They picked it up at 4:30
But see, it's
in the
not a
afternoon.
state road. It's
And
a county
those
road.
are fraudulent numbers. And I don't care what you believe your sheriff did. I've got video of me out there with a friggin' radar gun, radaring cars
Right.
that you can clearly see me with video doing it. So call me a liar all you want, but
Like-
I'm clearly holding a radar gun and it's clearly video and cars running 55 miles an hour. Of course, when the sign's out there and everybody's blinking their headlights, telling you the signs out there and telling you that on the day that the news team was going to be here, the news team had notified me they were coming to interview me and notified the sheriff's department so that they would interview the sheriff's department. So, of course, when the cameras were here, of course, the one day that they were here to run radar, and of course, the one day they were here to try to write some tickets, just happened to be the same day that the cameras were here. Do we call that a fucking coincidence? I believe we do, Your Honor.
Just
Good morning, Scotty. How are you?
I'm just all about calling idiots idiots. If you're a liar, if you've stood in my driveway and promised as my sheriff, and it's quoted, it's now on video, I'm saying it. You stood in my driveway and promised you were going to fix it. That makes you lying. And you've told me at one of the festivals under the pavilion that you were going to fix it. That's not happened. And there's been 3 or 4 different times that I've been told, I promise I'm going to have people out there. I promise this is going to be fixed. Well, then that
aren't they too busy?
That makes you a liar, in my opinion, which I'm allowed to have. I call you a liar because you haven't done what you promised.
Whoa.
We've got people pulling out of the school, 5 or 6 different cars speeding through here, and they're all racing each other leaving the school.
Who said you were allowed to have an opinion?
Hey,
you're not
my constitutional right. I'm allowed to have my freedom of speech.
Not a member of any of the protected groups.
And the problem is all these elected officials forget that they work for us. You have to answer to the people that keep asking you questions.
No, I don't. I have to just keep doing stuff so I get elected to better
and look
jobs.
Busy.
And then when I get a better job, I'll use that time to try to get the next job. They did it in the military too. There are people that literally spent their entire day working on their correspondence courses. They're this, they're that, their pictures, they're this, they're that, their uniform, they're getting this, getting that. And all they were doing is trying to get the next set of stripes.
Well, they got to make sure the uniform looks right.
Well,
and with that white shirt.
You got to understand, and I want to make sure I'm very clear with this. My father was a police officer. My brother just retired as a police officer. I've got family members at CID in DeKalb County.
I've been handcuffed by police officers.
So
were they fuzzy?
When I have some of these people say, well, you're bashing on cops. No, I'm not bashing on cops.
No.
I'm bashing on the leader. I'm bashing on the guy that's in charge. The deputies, they're just doing what they're told. Or in this case, not doing stuff because they're not told to do stuff.
Isn't it better to be proactive than reactive?
I'm so sick of it. If you want to make more revenue, okay, the commissioners aren't the new whatever. Let's not even get into the commissioner part. But if the sheriff's department wasn't allocated, given, allowed, financed to get 2 new police cars, then you don't have the money, the revenue. Well, you could write some effing tickets.
Mm-hmm.
That would get you some revenue. How about write some tickets on these friggin' school buses? I was outside every morning. I'm fixing my coffee. And at 5 minutes, sometimes about 8 minutes before 6, you hear this roar. And I look to this window. You know, my big window looks right out to the street. And you see the blinking light. You see all the yellow lights on the top of the bus. The bus flies by. So this morning, I turn the lights off. I go outside. I'm standing in the driveway, and I'm videoing it. And I send it to the bus driver. And I'm like, listen, dude, there's people that's reporting to me about one of the ladies driving a bus that's driving with a cell phone pressed to her left shoulder, and she's steering the bus and got kids all over the bus. So that's against your CDL driver's license.
Right.
So he's like, dude, you get me some video on that. Get me a number of that bus so I can catch her. What is it? Avalon. That's the cut through road.
Mm-hmm.
It's 24 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
So
because you have the elementary school.
Well, how stupid is this? The lights flashing for the school says 25-mile-an-hour zone, but it's already a 25-mile-an-hour zone. It is a nice curvy road. It's got sidewalks down it. Got the big grass median with some trees down it. People ride their bicycles, walk, jog, blah, blah, blah. I'm behind a bus. Last Friday, I had to pick up Zaylee early because it was Good Friday. So as I'm going to pick up Zaylee, I'm stuck behind this bus. This bus running 40 upwards to 45 miles an hour in a normal everyday 25, not counting that the sign's flashing because it's school.
Right.
And I'm just like, out of all the days, it's the day I left my phone, which is the same day the Charger did its thing. And people can say, man, you're just bitching, you're just whining. Well, you know what? If those are your kids on that bus, you might give a crap.
Mm-hmm.
Or what happens when, say, child runs out in front of the bus? The bus can't stop.
No.
The bus ain't going to stop. So it's going to hit the one kid and wait. Oh, God, is there 40 more on the bus without seatbelts that could be slammed around? Oh, my God. You know, I never thought I was going to be the guy to care. And people keep saying, well, man, you're just kind of becoming an activist. Well, somebody in this friggin' county's got to give a crap.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. It just happened to turn out to be me. I'm sorry. But again, if you're not doing something wrong, then you don't have to worry about getting caught on video. If you're not doing something wrong, you don't have to worry about people ratting you out.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not doing something wrong and you're doing your job that you're getting paid to do, then you don't have to worry about people coming at you wanting to know why you're not doing your job.
Yeah.
There you go. There's my gripe.
Rant.
Well, it's so funny because I get these people to send me messages and like, why do you care? Well, what the hell makes you not care? Don't you care about your kids?
No.
Well, the day that you don't care, they would look at you and be like, why do
Here's my
care?
question. Here's my biggest question. And the debate's coming. So here's my biggest question is if you take an oath, as a kid, you say, I want to become a police officer because I want to make a difference.
Right.
Then as a teenager, you still say, I want to make a difference. Then you go to the police academy because you want to make a difference.
Right.
Then then you're certified, then you get your gun, then you're walking in your jail, then you got your badge because you want to make a difference. Then you become this investigator because you want to make a difference. Well, when you become this other guy, what made you decide you wasn't going to make a difference anymore? I don't get it.
When you get the white shirt.
I don't get it.
Well, that and I'm going to go ahead and tell you my situation.
And the sheriff can hate me. I don't care. Do your job. I have every right as a citizen to ask these questions, and so does everybody else in this county.
I think absolutely. Actually, the way the analogy you just presented is a really good way of looking at it. You got to the end there and you said, okay, what changed? Here's what changed. You're absolutely right. When you're a child, and the reason why I'm saying this is one, myself, and two, my daughter. My daughter wanted to be in law enforcement from
if my
grade.
father, my real father, who was the cop, if he was still alive, y'all think I'm being pissed about this? He would be livid.
Well, here's what happens is, when you're a child, absolutely, man, being law enforcement, I mean, you're driving around in the cool car, you got a uniform, you're clean, people respect you, or at least used to be. You might work with dogs, you carry an automatic weapon, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so then when you become a teenager, if you can make it through your teenage years still having respect for law enforcement and wanting to do that job, then believe me, you are the exception to the rule. Then you get to college, and let's say you go to get an associate's degree in criminal justice, and you're really into this. You do your time over with the sheriff's office, you walk to jail, you go to mandate, post, you get these certifications, you get a vehicle, you drive around for a while, you get some stripes, you become a detective, all that other stuff, you get a little bit of rank on you. And your question was, at what point do you change from wanting to do something?
What made you go from Robin Hood wanting to save the world? What made you go from Superman to villain?
And here I am. I'm going to give you the lamest excuse in the world, but it's 100% true. The grind, dude. Not only the grind, but your leadership. Let me tell you something. In a
leadership reflects.
Absolutely. In a military unit, I can take half as many people, okay, and not yell at them and scream at them and be a poor leader and get twice as much done as the guy who's got more people that yells and screams and is a poor leader. And the reason why I'm saying that is because there are still a tremendous amount of great cops out there.
I'm really definitely not knocking the police officers.
Let me tell you something.
It's the leadership that addresses the police officers. There's the guys in the top that say, this is what y'all need to do. Well, delegate.
Right.
Well, not only that,
create revenue. Conyers, let me tell you, in the 80s, I remember in 86, you didn't fart around in Conyers. I mean, they used to bust you for window tint. Yeah. Now I'm watching all these cars, and I know the way the law is working on the tent. Now, cars, let me word it this way. Minivans are on truck frames. SUVs are on truck frames, and trucks, of course, are on truck frames. The tent law for trucks and the tent law for cars are different.
Right.
So I'm watching all these cars riding around with 5% on the very back window, your rear window itself, which is illegal for a car, and then your passenger doors in the back seat can't be 5%, and then they're running around with like 20% on the driver passenger doors, which is all illegal. And it's like Conyers, you didn't come in Conyers. That old cop Hollywood, the rest of them that would walk up at the theater, they would be demanding you to pull your tent off, or they're gonna write you a citation.
Right.
Let me explain something.
What is come to right now?
Why,
get away with whatever.
And to give some credibility to my rant there, let me go ahead and tell you this. When an incident of so-called police brutality occurs, who is it that gets called on the carpet? Who is it that gets in trouble? Maybe up to the first line supervisor.
If that.
Usually it's the guy on the ground. Now, why would a guy that wants to do something in his community, he wants to make a difference, why would he be pushed so hard as to actually break the rules, the policies and procedures of what he has wanted to do the majority of his life? Because God knows he ain't doing it for the money. Yeah.
Well,
no.
and
don't know a lot of rich
and as a person,
and you're not going to be rich.
Eric might be great, and I'm not trying to knock him as an individual. As a person, you can be the greatest in the world, but as the sheriff, you've got to protecting the streets are from everything from us being able to walk out to our mailbox safely and not get hit by cars.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of it.
You want to see a community change.
So this ain't knocking him as the person, because if his name was Bob, Bob would still be the sheriff, and Bob, the sheriff, would still have to answer for stuff.
You want to see a community change drastically? Elect somebody like me into the sheriff's office, because one thing, I'll have somebody, Abby, you're going to be my representative at all of these meetings.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I am not going to spend my entire day in meetings talking about when we're going to have more meetings.
Right.
Okay.
I would rather just be lied to and say, Scott, I ain't doing nothing about the traffic.
Yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
Wait, you wouldn't want me to be mad at you, but being honest with me would be less me being mad than lying to me.
The mayor wants to talk to me. Hey, come jump in my Tahoe with me. You can write the tickets.
You know what's funny?
Here, you carrying a gun? Back me up.
Here's what's funny is when all this was happening, people kept trying to get smart mouth about them not writing tickets, blah, 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 blah. And I had a message sent to me, well, you don't know nothing about writing it. Really, I've done some ride-alongs. I sat with the chief of police in Porterdale, and we sat there for a couple of hours running radar.
But you know, the
couple of hours, and I was watching how it happens. I see how it works. I understand completely how it works.
And you know what?
My brother just retired. Don't think I didn't know how it works.
You don't have to do it for 20 years to understand it.
You
it's
don't
real
even
simple. I went out there with a radar gun and was watching trucks run 70.
Yeah. It
didn't take but a second.
You ain't putting rockets in space.
But see, you don't even have to write tickets.
And you hear, and you just look and see yellow lights from the top of the school bus fly by. Trust me, that's more than 35 miles an hour on this road.
If you start putting vehicles on the curb, start pulling them over, putting them on the curb, that will make a tremendous difference.
Well, here's my thing: if they can sit at the wing shack up the road,
right,
and just sit in the parking lot and play on their computers, then they can come sit down here at this cul-de-sac.
That's all they got to do. The visual presence.
All they got to do is be here.
And look, they all are carrying the Panasonic.
And how many times I told them to come park in my yard like they used to, and they've been addressed basically not to park in my yard. Word on the streets come back that they're just not going to park.
Now, and look, I'm going to be honest now.
Allegedly.
You've got
allegedly.
I'm going to be honest there. You got to be careful with that kind of stuff, because if right now I've been working on this, and I was just checking this one particular email to see if he's gotten back to me. He has not, which means I will call. And this is, like I said, I feel that it's at a point now we got to get the state patrol involved.
Oh yeah.
And I just don't see.
Well, Georgia DOT even at this matter.
Yeah. I just
even
don't
the motor carrier unit can sit on this road.
Yeah. Why not? I mean, even geez, if he's a drug interdiction unit, he can sit here and do his reports.
Well, they don't have that anymore.
But I know that it's funny, isn't it? The drug our drugs are skyrocketing. Well, you guys got rid of the drug interdiction unit. Yeah, but they weren't doing anything.
Well, they were, but not the.
If they weren't doing anything, then why did drugs go up when they left?
But see, with that particular unit, they were only told work the interstate.
Well, okay, my best friend, my brother, and I'm not going to say his name because that wouldn't be fair. But he was on a special operations unit. He was a K-9 officer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he'd take off in the middle of the night, and I'd go, "Hey, dude, is everything cool?" Because I'd hear him leave. My dog would bark, his dog bark, and I say, "Everything cool?" He'd say, "Yeah, I'm going to go work traffic on the interstate." I'm like, "Now, traffic like sniffing people's trunks?" Because I'll come out there. And he says, "Oh no, I'm going to be running traffic, speeding."
Right.
What? Special operations officer, full tactical gear, basically, not battle rattle, but the fatigues and all that other stuff. An expensive K-9 animal, all that other stuff, and he was going to be trying to sniff in windows, not the dog, the officer, to see if there's some marijuana.
Let's shoot the commercial. And we love our police officer friends now.
Oh, those guys.
What I find funny is when I get people go, "You're bashing the cops." No,
we're not.
No, my Henry County guys that are listening right now, as they got an earbud in, they love me raising hell about this, because they're the very same ones that are sending me copies of the law.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm being told why they can't do stuff on my road, I'm getting copies from other people that are showing me in writing what can be done on this road.
Right.
And then I've got the state troopers. There's 2 of them that live in Covington or Newton County that send me information. And not counting one of my Newton County, I mean, there's several Newton counties I'm buddies with, but one of them has sent me several messages going, I'm just letting you know, if this crap was happening in Newton County, our sheriff would be lighting this up.
It wouldn't happen.
It wouldn't be happening.
Right.
But here's the thing. Let me go ahead and throw this out to you. It is happening in Newton County.
And I furthermore want to say this. For every person that wants to complain and say blah, 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 blah about me, well, you know what? My freedom of speech is just like your freedom of speech. You're allowed to have your opinion, allowed to have mine. If you don't want to hear it, you don't have to listen. I'm not trying to be rude to you, but it's real simple. And if you want to voice your own opinion, please feel free to call us and voice your opinion.
I got an empty seat.
There's a phone call waiting for you. All you got to do is call and voice your opinion. Right. And you say it is happening in Newton, but they're on it. They ain't playing around.
Well,
you don't hear about this kind of traffic crap happening there. They're on it.
During the break, you and I will talk, and I'll see if you want me to go live with it. But
now they got their criminal activities like everything. We're right off of I-20. We're going to get flow of the traffic.
Speeding in a residential area where the complaint has been everything to please just put the sign up that will say, hey, your speed is, and they're being told that they cannot do anything. The city can't, the county can't. It has to be a GSP officer that writes the ticket.
And depending on the situation. Depends on the road. Like in my case, here's what I'm getting the he said, she said, not my spot. You got to call them.
Right.
You know, my commissioners say that we can't do anything once the sheriff's selected. This is all on the sheriff. Well, if the sheriff's not doing anything,
right,
then who do I talk to? And then the only thing they can say about putting speed limit signs in, that's the sign division. Well, does the commissioners are in charge of that, right?
Right.
So why don't you say something to the sign people?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
and then I've had to talk to the bus guy, and the bus guy's like, well, I'm going to talk to the sign people to say, why are we not having another set of caution lights put up on the straightaway to enforce the fact that we have school hours right now?
Well, look, you have a road.
But it's he said, I won't, she won't, he can't,
it's
I
broken.
need to call.
Right.
There's too many people saying it's not my responsibility. They keep passing the buck.
Right.
Broken,
and the bus guy, the guy that runs all the buses,
the transportation,
he is the only guy willing to help right now because he says, I fear that his words basically, and I'm paraphrasing, I fear the day that something happens to a child under my watch because it's under his care.
Right.
And he says, every day you got video, please send it to me so I have visual proof of this person being stupid. He is the only guy in this county that has made any effort to care about any of these complaints.
But that guy will also give you yes, no, or I don't know, but I'll get back to you.
He is on it.
Perfect.
He is on it. He's the only one doing his job. In my opinion, which I am entitled to, he is the only one I see doing his job correctly.
You know what?
And the people under him, because you know what? Leadership starts with actually being a leader.
Absolutely. That's where I was going with that.
All right, let's go to a commercial. We'll be right back.
Don't do that no more.
And this goes out to my cop boys. Even if you're a cop in this county, you think I'm bashing you, I'm not. I don't care. I'm not bashing any of the deputies. I love all you guys that protect and serve, just like I love all my family members that do it and all my other friends.
Right, you know what? And if they don't know, then they're the guys that are.
Like one that you and I were talking
I had
about the
somebody
other day.
ask me, why are people supporting this if they know it's wrong? I'm like, because they're not gonna buck the system because
it'll cost them. Well,
it costs them their job.
Yeah, it'll cost them their job. I mean, I understand. When you go to that type of training, when you put yourself different than just having a corporate.
It's very different.
You know, you do it because there's some form of patriotism.
You have to love it.
Empathy for your community. And I tell you what, every white cop I know, if there's a little black kid in trouble, they're the first ones to dive on the grenade for them.
Right.
Where the parents won't even do it. So that stuff never flies with me. You do stuff like this, and it will get somebody's going to run it up the flag. And use the same.
Oh, I'll get
didn't say. And then every time an officer drives by, you're going to feel like they're peering at you. And here's the thing: is because not doing it right, we shouldn't have.
No.
speeding in our community.
So you mean to tell me that they've gotten, it's very dangerous.
You know, to me, speeding is You didn't. It was like a freaking convenience store. It's like a drive-through drug and Chrome.
Whatever it is you're trying to say.
The rest areas over there by the.
I know. I was being sarcastic.
Those guys closed it down, and let me tell you something.
That's where one of my uncles overdosed on heroin because people used to sit there and shoot dope.
You ever talk to Flores about that? About it. But hey, I was proud, old Vic Davis and those guys.
I don't remember. I mean, I've met him, but
damn, he ran the city. Or he did. He looked
and it's funny that you bring him up because the other day a friend of mine asked me, they're like, "Don't they have the same dispatch?" I said, "No, between the county and the city,
they can't even talk to each other."
No.
How stupid is that?
No, whether it's state band or by phone.
Drives me nuts. It keeps self-adjusting its friggin' self.
I'm glad you brought that up.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. It just keeps adjusting itself. Crapper, Crapper Rooney.
It's just frequency stuff, It's so easy.
All right, we gotta go back live.
But yeah,
and we're back.
So let's say that.
And people on video, I apologize. I mean, it's just driving me cuckoo.
Well, Andy
Puffs
busted some major air biscuit a little bit ago, and
what does that have to do?
Well, because then Abby had to protect the rest of us.
Abby didn't have to protect nothing.
She hit you with poopery or
here
stop turd or something. I don't know what it is.
Trap a crap.
Yeah, but you can't trap it if it's already out. It's
well,
not
I
like
didn't
a bear
know
trap.
that you were gonna.
I'm
afraid
afraid
like 5 minutes.
Catch it next time it comes through.
You seen those nets that catch people? That's what it is. Like
I kind of wondered if you went
like
upstairs
a casting
to
net.
change your drawers.
No, I had to go get some more drink. You sprayed trapper crap in my drink.
Wow.
You want to say wow, and I'm thinking yuck.
Well, here we were talking. Abby and
someone
I were talking
said for you to lean in, they can read your lips.
I know. I do it on breaks too, because sometimes I wish we weren't live during breaks, but I understand that we have to be. People ask for it. Actually, people really enjoyed the behind the scenes stuff.
That's the fun stuff.
Yeah, it's usually where I get in trouble. But we were talking about a particular city and county, Conyers and Rockdale.
Just throw them out there.
The dispatch frequencies.
Yeah, just throw them out.
Okay. The dispatch frequencies are different for obvious reasons. But here's the part that kills you is the city and the county can't talk to each other.
Nope.
I think the county can listen.
The city, like Conyers, them boys are on it, dude. I mean, they are on it. I saw something stupid happen the other day, and it was just like a shoplifter at Belk's. And there were cars everywhere. And I'm like,
they don't play.
God, man, them guys right there don't play.
No,
now I wish I lived inside the city.
Yeah. So what happened to the county? How do we help it? I mean, we all know cops. Between the three people sitting right here, we pretty much got it cornered.
Only ones I don't know are the new ones.
And all they want to do is stand there with their hands in their pockets.
Between road operations.
But listen, all the ones,
right.
all the ones that I know have already said, dude, we're just doing what we're told.
Here, I'm going to say this. Okay,
I'm waiting to hear the alleged rumor of don't talk to DJ Scott.
Yeah, it's
throw you under the bus.
Yeah. Here, there was there was a little talk about they have to have their formations like 15 minutes before they can log on. Okay,
right.
Which you're not allowed to do, and they've proven that all over the world. You can't have people come to work and not pay them. All right.
Right.
All right. So there was an attorney that was asking folks that were currently going through it, would they just like to testify that occurs, which everybody knows it occurs. Guess what? Nobody would do it. Guess why? They don't want to lose their jobs.
Fear of retaliation.
Yeah. How do you go to work someplace, well, other than here, where there's not going to be just constant employer-employee retaliation?
Mm-hmm. If you speak your mind at all, or if you buck the system and you're not a yes boy,
you're probably gonna get pinched out and like a turd.
Speak of pinching one off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here, if I came in and literally, I'm serious. If he doesn't respond to me in the first minute, I'm not talking about when he's busy, but if he doesn't respond to me in the first minute with "shut up, Mike," You're an idiot.
Shut up, you idiot.
I'm going to punch you. This morning it was.
I'm going to punch you in your uteri.
No, you said prostate this morning.
Well, because you don't have a uteri.
I know.
Well, he said he was going to go through that to get to the other.
Yeah. And this is like within the first minute.
Your fancy.
So if that doesn't occur, okay, if that doesn't occur in the first minute or two, then there's something wrong.
Right.
But that's the environment of our.
But it's a radio show.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll catch us being serious when we're discussing this.
Right.
But like, I mean, I fear rolling my trash can out in the morning times because those cats come barreling down the road like this morning, 5:45 in the morning, and these people are just flying down the damn road.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my speed humps? I mean,
well,
if you know this is a speed zone, why aren't you doing anything to fix it?
You have a road less than 2 miles from you that has the great big speed humps, Ellington Road.
And it's not, how about this? And it's not even traveled as nearly as mine.
No.
But yet they have it. How about the neighborhood across the street?
They
used to have a cut through that went over to that elementary school, and then they closed it off.
Right.
But they closed it off because they put speed humps in,
right,
and people were still flying through there, so they closed it off. So why in the French toast am I having this problem? There's no reason I should sit on my couch watching TV on the back of my house and have to hear road noise of cars running 70 miles an hour.
Right.
Oh, but there's no proof of that. Yeah, because I didn't stand out there and video it, and it didn't happen.
Well,
but the police sign, Scotty, it was accurate. Well, go smoke something.
Let's go with this too. Let's be honest. You could videotape 24 hours a day, 7 days
it's
a
not
week
gonna change nothing.
for 10 freaking years and bring it over there. And the first thing they're going to say is, well, we have a meeting. We don't have time to watch that video.
So let's go to this. What else we got this morning? Enough of these local idiots.
Well, I mean, last night on Tech Talk, Alex went over some of the big topics, but I wanted to bring up one topic again, just because it got a really good discussion
over.
No, iPhone security.
Yes.
And the FBI apparently now have a company
for the San Bernardino.
Well, you know what? That's just like a pimple.
Right.
On a cancer patient at this point. Quit kicking me, Scotty.
I didn't mean to.
It's like,
are y'all playing footsie?
No. Well, a little bit. I can take my shoe off.
Shut up. Just keep going.
No, we don't need to smell feet along with the other.
You have poopery, spray it.
All right.
Or girls fart.
No, she needs to stay away from that stuff. I now have a headache.
It's oily. It's
that
like,
crap. Ugh. Went right in my drink, right in my mouth, right on my keypad here.
So, do you guys think that they should be able to crack open our phones or listen to our phones? I mean, look, we're not talking about NSA level stuff here, but for some reason they think these San Bernardino folks were.
Right.
Why is the NSA? Why is the FBI? Why are these that level? To me, the NSA is deciding whether North Korea's got a weapon that can launch far enough for mass destruction.
Right.
Why is the NSA involved in Isla and Aklama over in San Bernardino? You know, it's that worries me. You know, personally,
I think I've got the sound fixed. People, let me know how that sounds. By the way,
personally, what I think it is I think the San Bernardino issue is an easy one. I think the NSA, the FBI, they're taking an easy topic,
right,
and they're making a big deal about it to make it look like they're freaking doing something.
Freaking doing something. Freaking frack is what you're trying to say.
All you have to do is get a search warrant.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is apparently the FBI didn't have anybody smart enough to crack that phone, so they went to Apple, and Apple was like, bite me. We are not going to open up that phone.
Right.
Because that would mean all the Apple owners, you people, all of you people, you non-Androids.
You peoples?
Yeah, you're kind of like Jews.
Why haven't you come over to the dark side?
Do you know what I mean, man?
Because we have pudding.
Hey, nobody found that funny.
Yeah, you guys are like Jewish or whatever, and you stay faithful to your
I hope
little
it doesn't have raisins in it.
You know, the pudding?
Yeah.
Wow, raisins in the pudding. Did she like?
I'm learning so much about country girls this week.
I know, right?
I'm scared.
I learned about the new Dixie Dudes.
Or rice.
In pudding? Now, are we talking about before you eat it or after you eat it?
Rice
what is
before?
Scotty, quit playing with stuff. I'm confused.
Hey, what I'm playing with doesn't.
Look over at you.
Yeah, what I'm doing shouldn't phase you at all.
You have to understand. I'm
trying to get some sound fixed, and you're over here like all worried.
Country girl with the shorts on, with the top button undone.
Are you just now seeing that?
I really am. My buddy Bill is.
Where were you when I had all my friends in high school? Really?
Well, you know.
Wow.
when you were
Wow, was right.
when you were in high school, I was 40. So they wouldn't let me on the property.
Wow. Wow's right.
Yes. So this is all new to me. You're saying that, wait a minute, I've never seen raisins or rice in pudding.
You've never heard of rice pudding? Really? Or banana pudding?
Well, yeah, banana pudding, but that's banana. Rice pudding is obviously.
You can put whatever you want in the pudding.
You can't.
Yes, Bill Cosby.
You can't put anything you
But
want.
you
in
will
pudding.
go to jail later for it.
You can't put anything you want.
Sure you can, just like Jell-O.
There is no.
Did you
such
hear her
thing.
like, sure you can?
Like vodka, right?
It goes with
Hey,
anything.
I've seen vodka
She
and
speaks
Jell-O.
Vodkanese.
Yeah, vodka and Jell-O is really good,
Yeah,
by the way.
What do they call it? Shooters. I've often thought about me being a shooter instead.
If
of
you were a
shooter
shooter girl, that would be really disgusting.
look over here.
We
Look at
just
this
need to,
cleavage.
instead of a shooter
Look
girl,
at this cleavage.
get him a
Please don't do that to me. Thank
You
God
look.
my laptop blocked
You
me. No,
look.
I did not. I looked you.
Hey,
leaned
at
over
least
the
I
he-
looked you in your eyes.
At least he doesn't have a purple shirt.
He said he looked into
I looked
my
you in
eyes.
your eyes.
I love it when you look.
He
in
needs a
my
purple shirt like someone else.
Who?
Right.
eyes. Here
With
we
the
go.
rings.
Oh my God! Why did you have to paint that image? What is wrong with you?
He was talking about cleavage.
Oh.
Jeez, Louise.
Look, you know what's sad is I rather go
No,
back to
really. What's
raisins
sad
and
after
pudding.
this?
Yeah. All right. What kind of
I'm gonna
pudding
check
do you
our
put-
sound on video. Y'all
Yeah.
keep going.
What kind of pudding do you have raisins in? Don't
Well,
you
you
say raisin pudding. I swear to God. I'll throw this at you. What? Seriously, do you put raisins like banana pudding?
You can.
That would, oh my
Like
God.
vanilla pudding.
That would look so.
Well, you know, I do have
Spooky weird.
family from Alabama, so you know.
Oh, you didn't have to tell me that.
I know, right?
Yeah,
I've got like cousins and second cousins.
yeah, I know.
That explains a lot.
It does. It does. We call it relative humidity here.
That's right. That's right.
Also, it takes you like an hour and a half to watch 60 Minutes. So,
It sure does.
but why would you openly admit that they have family members in Alabama? Why would you do that?
Because that usually stops all conversations because people are
Well,
doing
no,
exactly what you're doing, going, really?
No, I mean, I lived in Alabama for a while. I lived in Enterprise, Alabama, when I went to flight school down Fort Rucker.
You know
So-
where Opelika?
Oh, come on. Give me a break. I worked in Opelika. Opelika.
Oh.
Opelika. Yeah, because you got I had two grocery stores
Mm-hmm.
right there that I would go to. And one was Roll Tide. And then the other one is
War
Auburn.
Eagle.
Yeah, War Eagle.
Yeah.
So, and they dress up their grocery stores.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And you don't.
That's
you
not
don't
the
go in
only
other one.
thing they dress.
Oh
up.
yeah. The banks. You go in
Everything.
one bank, it's a War Eagle bank, and yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yes.
But I used to say Opelika.
Right.
Yeah. So, big storm went through. there.
Opelika. Would that be like a Redmond? Levi Garrett?
Something.
Okay, never
Okay.
mind.
If you don't have
I need to go
Levi
back to where I
Garrett,
was.
Go back to the video. Let Abby and I
back to where I
run do the
was.
show here. We're having more
if you
fun.
don't have Levi Garrett over there, you're not anybody.
Yeah. Now you know what's really
Yeah,
weird.
that's what it is.
That's exactly.
In Opelika, one of the weird thing that goes on down there that people don't know is like during the off season.
Mhm.
Okay, a lot of the apartment complexes are almost empty, completely empty, because people and you're sitting there going, well, how does an apartment complex survive, without any tenants? People pay so much to hold them.
Right.
They pay so much to use them during the football games, and I'm talking like $5,000.
Well, you figure you have a team that has 16 national championships.
Yeah, well, you're a girl. You should know that.
I
But
shouldn't know that.
no, hell no. Girls don't know.
I
about
just
sports.
told you I have family from Alabama. Really?
Yeah, y'all probably got that crap tattooed on each other.
Well, that
don't.
means her and Stephanie are related somewhere, like third
Yeah.
cousins on the
You ever kissed
17th
Stephanie?
side.
No.
On the
And I
lips.
didn't ever give her wood either.
Oh my god. I know.
I had to wash that down.
You know what? I had to watch you wash that.
I got
down.
nervous
I haven't even opened my monsters yet. I'm so scared.
because I'm sitting here thinking, did she really just say that?
Sure.
Okay. Well, I mean, hey, I'm learning a lot about country girls.
I mean,
this week.
listen,
I'm glad Abby's here.
I'm hearing like in the background,
Yep.
Shody swing my way. Show gives wood to me. It's actually supposed to say, sure looks good to me. But I'm thinking, that was my wave, Jacob. How's sound now? No, we're sending stuff because in messaging, he's getting the message within like 2 seconds of me hitting send, but the video is like 30, 40 seconds behind. So
yeah, last night it had a pretty good length. Okay.
Well, he says it sounds good. There's no background noise, but he says the volume's a little low. So I'm trying to get it adjusted.
All right. So what I was talking about before all that stuff was your privacy. And Alex
My
and I,
private.
Yeah. Well,
what?
Alex and I both agreed is like, if you throw something out there on the web, come on. But
it's not private no more.
Now look at what people don't know about. Alex and I both know about what is referred to as the dark web. What we see when we go to our websites and YouTube and Facebook, we're looking at, a fraction of the actual internet, an absolute, just a sliver of the internet.
Right.
So when you go to the deep dark web and you start, you have to have torrents to get in this stuff and junk like that. And if you don't know what you're doing, you've got years ahead of you to figure it out. But I mean, they were literally selling heroin and RPGs and stuff like that through the dark web.
Heroin?
So do you really honestly think that when I hear Anonymous is going to go after Donald Trump's finances,
right,
I don't think about them cracking his iPhone. Okay, Donald Trump is
that's the last thing you think about.
Yeah, Donald Trump is a billionaire and probably has a whole team of people that work 24/7 to keep little knuckleheads from, hacking into his money. And I get hacked all the time. I think since basically I've been back from Afghanistan for 5 years, 6 years, I have had identity theft 3 times. And generally,
do they go like get plastic surgery to make sure they look like you?
Oh hell no! Looking like me is like a.
Did they get scarves too?
They're not scarves. They're called shemagh. Would you like one? I have probably 100 of them.
Do you really?
Yeah. Would you like
colors?
One? Well, the colors actually mean stuff. People don't know that.
Really?
Yes. Explain to us.
Now, because that's
okay. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. That's probably going to be stupid
you start
anyway.
Talking about Muslims and people get all Islamophobic and freaking out, and I just hate it because it's stupid.
I don't have a problem with Muslims. I just don't like them.
If anybody,
hold on. Hey, here's this one.
I have people skills. I am good at dealing with people. Can't you understand that? What the hell is wrong with you people?
I can't even get.
Hey, Jacob, I'm adjusting something now. Let me know what you think.
Muslims or Islam or any of that other stuff, because people just flake out. They'll say anything.
I don't recall any problems in which I have ever said anything about a friggin' radical Muslim. I love these bastards.
You were talking to one yesterday.
I think every single one of them should have an AK-47 and RPG.
Go back through time, man.
And frozen burritos.
Time. Just do this.
Come raid our country like Red Dawn. I see nothing wrong with him. I believe every Muslim should kill a Christian.
If anybody has any issues or anybody sits there and goes, "Oh, wow, the Muslims." All you got to do is go back and read one book on the Crusades, and you'll understand that this crap's been going on forever.
Yes, we know this has been happening. But the brilliant part was it was happening over there. Now it's happening over here.
Yeah, well, blame the Brits. They broke away from the king and brought it over here.
With the red coats.
Yeah, they brought influenza and gave it to the Indians. Whatever. You know what? Yeah, we're going to have to defend ourselves.
We do every day.
I know. So what difference does it make? Who cares what you freaking... I love when people see me wearing the shemagh and they say something.
A schmuck? You are a schmuck.
Yeah, I had a guy this morning.
Well, look, even if you wear all black, they're going to say something to you.
Usually it's damn near...
So listen, I had on my... because I had to work on the bike yesterday, so I had on my black jump pants. Because if you're going to get greasy, you might as well do it in black pants.
You mean you weren't in shorts and flip-flops again?
No, not riding the motorcycle. So yesterday, I had to pick up Zaylee. I threw this shirt on. Had my black pants on because I had a black greasy shirt and I didn't want to wear that in there because you could smell the grease. Didn't want to smell like the automotive guys. Not that anything's wrong with you stinky bastards. And I went lickily nodded.
Did it bubble? It felt like it bubbled.
It did bubble.
Did it bubble?
Yeah.
I bet Joe Leeper then dropped the wrench when I said that. So I walked. I just blew a snot bubble. So I walk into the daycare.
Come on, Abby.
But I don't like sitting in the line in front of the daycare. I don't agree with it. These people go in there and start talking and then you're stuck. So I always go for a parking spot. But as I get out of the vehicle,
Grease monkey.
Well, I look like a white supremacist getting out of the car. You know, here I am with the shaved head, the goatee, black shirt, black pants, my Georgia boots that I ride in. You know,
Bones are going crazy.
I just look like this friggin' skinhead walking into the daycare to get my
You
kid.
just needed the tattoo on the
It was
forehead.
hilarious. Charles Manson, he's taller.
Big silver cross on a chain.
That's what I should do. I should do that. And you know what I should do is get me a red little thing to put on my arm as a sleeve.
Yes.
And instead of it being a swastika, I could put like a white cross, and they would automatically go white supremacist, and they would have no clue. It could stand for Red Cross. They wouldn't even know.
You could have that. You could have the little sleeve thing in the same colors as the swastika and Hitler and all that other stuff. But instead of a swastika, it could have words that say "Save the planet," "Hug a tree."
Oh yeah, they would never see past.
They would never see past it. They'd be, "Oh my God, did y'all see that?" They'd be calling the damn sheriff.
Oh, I already had somebody flip out the other day because they saw the gun hanging out from under my shirt.
Yes.
Why do you need a gun?
I tell people
Why not?
Because I almost got robbed at the friggin' ATM.
I turned mine off.
I got to answer this phone call. Y'all keep going.
Okay.
Hey, we got to go to commercial anyways.
Cool.
Hang tight. Don't hang up.
Hang.
All right, let's go to commercial, everybody. It's just for fun in the friggin' morning. Oh, man, it's one of those days. Here comes a little Billy Idol.
Cool.
Yo, man. No, it's okay. We got to go to commercial anyway.
I turned mine off. I just don't understand. You ever heard of the 80-20 rule? 80% of the work gets done by. Okay. Law enforcement, I think, is the same. And
you have the gung ho guys. You have the guys that are be all, do all, everything, and then some. You have the ones that are retired on duty.
road.
And then you have the ones like he was talking about. You just don't care anymore.
They're just doing a job.
And he didn't bring up the word either. Cynical. You become cynical.
You do. My daughter, we had to. I mean, we damn near had to do an event.
Right.
We were cellmates.
You have to leave it there.
Yeah.
Even if you bring the car home.
Yeah. There's different levels of post-traumatic stress. Post-traumatic stress, I suffer guilt and depression for what I made other people do. Because that's fine with me. I don't carry a knife. Because I don't really knife somebody.
Right.
But I will shoot your ass. I have no qualms with it. And I'm an evil, sadistic son.
And see, that's another thing.
And they'll go, I don't think you'll do it. And I'll shoot.
People are like, well, he drew his weapon. Whether you're a civilian, law enforcement, prior military, there's nothing that says that you cannot draw your weapon. It's once you
I have a right to protect myself.
Right.
I have a right to protect my life. Where the question comes is protecting
right.
your house.
Well, that's different.
It's a little edgy there. And when I teach people, food court at Stonecrest. They're calling the cops. And I tell this to all the people. Put your hands 10 and 2 on the wheel when the officer comes. Because you turn off the vehicle.
Well, see, like, you have that, and then you have some where I've actually pulled one over before, put the hands out the window to let you know, hey, there's something in this car.
Yeah. And why not tell them? I've had people say that they don't tell them. I'm like, we'll get your ass shot.
Right.
One of the first things, whenever I was on, and whenever my guys had an EC, same weapons. Because they said I couldn't ask if they had. So it was like, what do I need to know about?
Right.
So if we found something that we needed to know about it, and the guy obviously didn't, he's farting, prop dusting. So if we found something, he always came back with the whole, I didn't. An enemy of the state.
Right.
That was enough for us to grab and pull them out of the vehicles.
Right.
So, hey, look, I'm telling you, I would make a great supervisor or sheriff, but I would piss off so many people. But eventually, it would start to swing to where the community is and safe. If you don't feel safe, we turn into islands.
Exactly. You need to have more people like what you're talking about.
They're out there. They're everywhere.
But you see it.
Hey, keep doing that for a second.
What?
Because it drives me nuts, but I'm fixing the microphone. Keep doing that.
There's
No, go back down to where you were.
Yeah, go back down to where you were.
All right, keep doing it. There you go. Now say something. All right, now lean to the microphone and say something.
Yeah.
Hello.
There we go. We're fixed. No, it was.
You said go back down to where you were.
You're such a perv, man. How's that sound on?
She looked at me.
Oh my
She went,
God.
yeah, right.
You are a prevert. I have no idea what Jacob's trying to say about nothing. I got to get to that. Jacob, let me go back to Jacob.
That one person is not Xing me.
And you know, you still got to get up on the mic because as I continue to say that while we're on commercial, we're still on show. All right, we're going back live. And you know, it's funny because Mike's like writing down everything I say. Like I told Abby, no, go back down. And he's looking
where
at me.
you were.
Yeah. And
He
he's
said
like,
go back down where you
but
were.
she was
Keep doing what you're doing.
she's open a Jolly Rancher that's under the microphone.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
and hand me that. Hand me one.
Yeah, whatever it's
And
called now.
Here's what you're hearing.
Mm-hmm. I didn't hear that.
And I'm just like,
I didn't hear that.
I need to shut that mic down so
Sure.
you can't hear.
What do you mean shut me down?
It's not. Oh, yeah.
Is today the 29th?
So listen, I just got to throw this out there. You know,
Oh,
we do a
it's
just for
30th.
fun warning before we come back live at every time we come back. We need everybody to know it's called Just for Fun Radio for a reason. Don't take anything too serious. You know, when we start telling you things, you research it yourself too. That way, you're not 100% pissed off at us saying that you said this and you said that because we warn you. We warn you at the beginning of every show. With that being said, that was a phone call from a criminal attorney out of the ATL that I'm buddies with, who said, make sure you use the word alleged a lot in your conversations.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
And make sure that you tell all these people that it is just a show and you go research for yourself. If you want to find out anything 100%, you take it upon yourself to go find out. I can all day long voice my opinion. I can all day long voice what has been said to me from that certain person that I was speaking of. That certain person has stood in my driveway and he has stood face to face with me on multiple occasions and made promises. I can say that all day long because it's been said. It's not falsifying information. It's not, it's nothing. It's the truth. And I'm entitled to say that. That's my opinion. So there you have it. There's my little spiel for a second, but there's nothing better than you get that phone call. Hey, Scotty, I'm listening to the show this morning. And you know what's so funny is a lot of people want to get smart about who listens to the show. When me and Snow was in an elevator going down to have some screws taken out of his leg, the guy that was holding the door and getting on, pushing the, you know, what do you call the guy pushing the gurney taking us to surgery? I have no idea if he's just a regular nurse or not. I don't know. But the guy kind of looks at me and listening to my laugh, says something. Philip goes, well, yeah, he owns a radio station called Just Fun Radio. And the guy goes, oh, my God, I listen to y'all. You know, there's so many more people that secretly listen than you know. So it's really hot to know that here's this big criminal attorney in the ATL and he's listening to me. Hold on, I got to fix your gate again.
We're not listening to you. He turned you off there.
I see that.
So just sit there.
Well, you just have to make sure treat it like an ice cream cone and make sure you keep your face right in front of it.
Oh, boy.
That's what you told me last time.
Whoa.
Mike, stop being a perv, dude.
What? I need to shave. I got a little.
You keep going, whoa.
No, that was me rubbing.
Yeah, but you're smiling at her when you're doing it.
I can't help it.
He
It's kind of
still
weird.
has this whole country thing
God,
stuck
it is
in his
so
mind.
weird.
Look, you said that you two were going down in an elevator, and I didn't say anything.
Raven's renovation says it's called an orderly.
Yeah.
Is that called an orderly,
Yes,
or is he
that's what
considered
it
a
is.
nurse?
It's an orderly.
Not
Okay.
not a pusher technician gurney.
I don't know what you call them.
That'd be way
The
that'd be way too
thingamajig.
The cracker pushing the gurney.
damn name tag would be that big.
The cracker that was pushing the gurney. That's all I can
What
tell
did you say to white guy?
Yeah,
black
you
guy?
said.
Why has he got to be white? Why do I have to decide or explain it whether he's a white guy or black guy? Why does
the
it matter?
person in the purple outfit.
You know what? That's a good point. I'd like to bring up something that was on the news this morning. There was a couple that apparently had a domestic.
Were they white or black? See, that drives me nuts.
Hold on, you're going to get this. There was a couple in Marietta. They got in a domestic dispute and fired a weapon off in the house, and the bullet went through, almost injuring a teenager who lived next door or something. She's a teacher at one of the high schools.
Oh yes, I watched that news. And
Why
it's
in the
Brazelton
world?
lady, you know?
Yeah, why in the world do we have to know what her occupation is?
It didn't matter.
Well, because the news has to report this is a teacher that fired off a weapon. They have to emphasize, to dramatize, to make it more intense.
Okay, so she has a liberal arts
They
degree.
have to add
You're stupid.
big words to it to make it sound impotent.
I don't get that. And then I don't get when they say a black officer shot a white.
Because they have to dramatize it. They got to drum
it
it up.
sounds better. Don't you know? It
How
sounds
many
better?
people die?
Hey, how about this? You know what's stupid is I don't recall. Maybe this is just my opinion. If anybody else remembers one, call in. But I don't know that I recall hearing a black officer shot a black officer. I mean a black victim.
What was that?
Mike, shut up. He's over here spewing. But
Snorting?
I don't recall
Look, he's
hearing that
snorting.
because they don't find a reason to
No.
over dramatize that.
They're not going to. Just like white on white.
Mike, what is wrong with you?
Oh my God! You just said a black officer shooting a black officer. Jesus, that would be on freaking One American News, man. They'd be. Can you imagine if a black
The BBC
officer
would
shot a black officer?
Shut up,
Oh
Mike.
my God, we shut
If
down the country.
If I picked on every single thing you messed up on, we'd be here all day.
You
I
mean
have never called.
Don't you mean
the green
BET, not
grass
BBC?
Yeah, what?
Don't you mean BET, not BBC?
No, the BBC, the British broadcast, whatever.
Oh my God, can you imagine? A black officer shooting a black officer. There'd be rioting. in
Could
the
you
freaking
shut
streets.
up?
Nobody would know who to riot. They would just riot.
Right.
Black everything doesn't matter. White matters.
Shut up.
Yeah. Free Suge Knight. Damn. That would just
I saw something the other day about Suge Knight and it says, don't you wish you still would have just been a dancer in the video? Instead of, being who you are. Okay, sorry.
I just got two black officers shot a black officer.
All right, just a random thought.
Yeah.
Really, at this point, this is Jacob saying, hey, how about them trees?
Yeah.
It says random, #random, 2 days, even though that's not typed correctly, 2 days from now, Danielle and I would be together 7 years, April Fool's Day.
Because
So are
Mike
you
was
joking or are you being serious?
No, Mike goes, is today the 29th?
Free Suge Knight.
What was me wrong? What's wrong?
April
with me
Fool's
asking
Day. You
what
got
day
any
it is?
plans to fool somebody? Are you gonna come in here wearing a nice dress shirt and a tie?
No, I did. I
And
wore
make us
some
think
nice
you're going to
clothes
get a job?
yesterday, and you
So
guys
where'd
were
you go?
freaking mean. No,
Where'd
I'm not
you go to
talking
get a
now.
job?
I'm not talking now.
Mike,
No,
inquiring minds want to know, where did you attempt to go get a job?
I'm not talking about it.
I didn't get a phone call from Walmart, so I know you didn't go there.
I had bail money.
Speaking of phone calls, have you got a phone call yet?
Yeah, I just did. I went
about
and
to
took
say
it.
an attorney.
I went and took it.
Tell
Not
them to
that
shut
kind of
up.
phone call.
Nothing like a
And then
nothing like a black criminal attorney from Atlanta calling you to remind you to use the word alleged.
It's never good when you're a DJ of an underground or a pirate radio.
Yeah, you're a
station.
DJ of a pirate radio, and you get this criminal guy calling you, going, "Hey, by the way, you need to make sure you emphasize on the word alleged." He's like, "I do support all your freedom of speeches, and I'm letting you know that you are entitled to say what has happened on your property and what has been said to you face to face. You are able to say that, but when you're discussing somebody sitting at a parking lot playing on their computer, you have to call that allegedly sitting there. I mean, I did see the car, I did see the laptop open, but maybe he was looking up a tag number or something on the black RV that doesn't have a tag that sells dope out of it. They could have been
typing a report.
Yeah, could have been. Could
have been unwrapping a Jolly Rancher. Just saying.
So what do we have on actual news reports that are not alleged?
Absolutely nothing. there's absolutely nothing to report other than a black officer shot a black officer.
You need to shut up.
I know
everybody needs to know that's not true. That's not true.
As soon as he gets back from warning you about that crap, he gets on. He goes, "Okay, good. Scotty's behaving." What the hell did he just say?
I will. If you call me back, just text me. Just text me. I will forward you Mike's cell phone number, and then every time he screws up, you call him.
But I mean, you
might as well just keep the phone turned on for Mike.
You want to Skype with me? It's easier.
He's gonna send a hand smack instead of the thumbs up through text message. He'll send like the hand smack every time you say something offensive.
Well, hey, a judge is to consider delaying the Cosby sex battery lawsuit. I think they're trying to delay this long enough so that
one of them dies. Yeah, that Janice Dickinson lady. I can't believe you knew 20 years ago that you were a dope head, allegedly.
You should have said it first.
And that you allegedly was sleeping your way to the top, and you allegedly was getting high.
And somebody handed you drugs?
No, allegedly. Allegedly.
What drug did you allegedly take to make you forget about all this for 30 years?
And do you have any more?
Jesus Christ. I didn't know they had an Alzheimer pill that makes you forget stuff for 30 years.
God, I hope not. They'll be like Notebook 1, 2, 3. I'm so sick of that freaking movie.
Shut up, Mike.
God, every woman that I date at this age.
Would you shut up? Let's go back to Janice Dickinson. The lady has had so many facelifts. I'm scared if they lift it and see what's under it, they're going to run.
They probably would.
Have to undo her shoes.
She's doing whatever it takes to get allegedly, whatever it takes to get famous again.
Don't forget that word.
Allegedly. That shit's going to get typed in my forehead. I'm going to go get it tattooed on my arm. Allegedly.
Said the S word.
I know. I allegedly said the S word. Did you really, truly hear it clearly?
Did you see the word?
Did you see the words coming out of my mouth?
We read lips.
Here we go.
I got a microphone in front of my face. Did you see me say it?
Can you hear the words coming out of my... Okay, the elevator at the Washington Monument's working again.
Cool. Is the orderly working in there? In that elevator too?
He's a black guy.
Oh,
so you can't take the stairs anymore?
Well, yeah, of course you can take the stairs, but the elevator...
At the where?
The Washington Monument.
Hey, man, has either one of y'all ever been to the Statue of Liberty?
No.
Yes.
Like, that's on my bucket list.
Yes.
I'm scared I'm going to get mugged on the way there, but I really want to go.
If you really want to experience it, the best way is don't take the big ferry that goes over there.
Take a
helicopter?
No, I don't even know if Island Helicopters works over there anymore because there's some airspace issues because of the World Trade Center.
Stay on that mic, sir.
They're small boats.
Get up on it.
Get up on it. You got to really say.
We are so easily.
You keep trying to turn your head to talk to me.
I know.
I can hear you. Just face the microphone and talk.
I'm just going to say this.
I'm going to have to get another one of these for him.
Yeah. Yes. That dangles?
Yes, he likes him dangling, baby.
Man, if you do
allegedly.
If you do the unicorn thing tonight again at my show, I swear to God, I'm leaving.
Look, Mom, I'm a unicorn. So anyways, you were talking about going to the Statue of Liberty.
I need a small boat.
I need to find out where I can get a good price on a bulletproof vest. I'm thinking about buying one. Yeah, but I need one.
You just need one to wear for one time.
Excuse me, what?
For what?
I live in Rockdale.
I know, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
They make shirts that you can actually put
just get like a dragon scale thing or one of those. Don't get a full vest.
I need a vest because the next time I go to the ATM,
get some chainmail.
Get a dog.
Is that gonna stop a bullet?
Chainmail? Would it stop a bullet?
No. It might stop a knife, but
what are you looking at me for? I don't wear chain. I wear chainmail underwear, but that's role playing.
That's role playing.
And
the Knights of the Seven Serpents.
It's kind of like we call it Renaissance Knights, medieval times. Wow, that went bad fast.
So, anyways,
yeah, really.
I need a vest, dude.
No, you just need one. Like she said, you just need one.
I mean, hell, I can't even go to an ATM anymore.
They make shirts that looks that
they make a shirt that'll stop a bullet.
Yes, it's
No
a vest.
doubt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I hadn't you or Alex discussed this before. Y'all suck.
I do the world according to
You
Mike, and in
suck.
my world,
You suck.
I'm not
You
wearing
You
it.
own a radio
You
station.
suck.
Throw it out there.
I did not want.
I mean, I got two guys that are supposed to be smarter than everybody, and apparently,
And you got the-
allegedly.
and you got the blonde telling you to go buy a shirt that's a bulletproof vest.
Yeah, how funny is it? She can come here and tell
Look,
me,
I'm
and I've got
telling
you
you right now,
two jackholes running shows.
I don't like.
You want to run
I
a
don't-
show? You
I
got to
don't
do better.
Like freaking bulletproof vest. I don't believe in bulletproof.
The world
vest.
according to Abby, it'd be a short show.
I know, right?
You'd have to. You got to be this tall to do
I
a
need a
show.
step stool.
Sorry, I
you have to bring the microphone.
So, anyways, I can get a shirt. Where do I get the shirt?
Like
Oh.
LA police gear.
Yeah.
Really?
Golf.
I got. I'm on their mailing list.
Galls is got a ton
Where do
of
you
them.
order your tactical pants?
LA
There,
gear.
Look it up.
I love that place. Anybody that wants to order some really okay, let me just say this,
called-
and I'm going to sound like a racist, allegedly. If you want to buy some pants that are designed for men, real men to wear, then
Wow.
you order them from this police company. What is it again? LA Police Gear.
Yeah, it
And,
holds all your junk in
Your
place.
your zipper will be under your belly button where it's supposed to be, and the crotch will end after your sack and not down at your knees.
Oh my God.
So I'm just being thorough. I mean, there's nothing worse than buying these pants from Walmart that has a 13-inch zipper and you got a 2-inch penis and the crotch of it goes down to your knees. There's no reason for that. Mike can't hold himself.
Never trust a guy with a 36-inch zipper, man.
No.
We wore
It drives
flight
me
suits.
nuts. They sell these cargo pants for like $19 at Walmart, and it's got this huge zipper. We put them on, the crotch goes under you. I could wear a full Depends diaper and still wear these pants
Do you
from
ever wonder
Walmart
why they make them that way?
because that's what the hoodlums wear nowadays.
Yes. And with the Depends.
Stupid people. But anyways, this place right here, you can order some really kick butt pants for
Yes.
$19. Hell, I bought like several pair of them for $14, and my phone is freaking light. No.
Alex is talking about the vest. That's what I was saying. The vests are extremely expensive, and this is what people are going to say.
Well, wait a minute.
It's your life. You're
$700-800. Hello, I almost got robbed at the ATM for $800. That means I would have died for the same amount of money I was getting out of the machine.
I tell you what,
I'm
I'll
sure
cut
you
the
could
price
spend
in half.
$1,000
Yeah.
on a shirt.
I'll cut the price in half, okay, and you just pay me to be to I got your 6 when you go to the ATM. I don't believe in vests, man. You know why I don't believe in vests is because-
Mike. I went to the ATM on my bike, and
Well, I got a
you're not riding
car.
You're not riding biatch with
Oh,
me on my
you
bike.
asked me to.
My wife says that ain't no other biatch getting
Yeah.
on the back of that motorcycle.
Well, we'll just
And you
threesome it.
definitely, allegedly,
Yeah, that's
fall
a-
under the
That's a
biatch.
big old bike. We'll just threesome it, and
So I
Oh,
might have to get a
wow.
sidecar just to carry mine.
no, I'll sit behind Crystal.
No, she's behind me, sir.
I know that's what I said.
My wife's typing. Good morning. Would
So why don't you believe in vests?
Well, because quite frankly, I think people have a tendency that wear vests have a tendency to forget that they're wearing the vest,
Mhm.
and then when it comes time to actually utilize it, like if you're doing executive protection work,
Right.
you are supposed to put your body in between the assailant and the principal.
Right.
Okay, and people that don't wear them every day. they
okay,
just
you've
wear 'em.
really went too far with the boringness.
Well,
Come on.
No,
that's what I'm
it's-
talking about. The vest. She knows what I'm talking about.
So how about this, Alex? And you can tell Alex is not a biker. So everybody, he's allegedly not a biker. So I don't want anybody to be. I don't want anybody to find offense that is a biker. That here's what he says, but you will laugh because you can tell a non-biker said this. So he says maybe some lovely studded bulletproof assless chaps for Scott. The problem is
You
there's,
do have a biker.
there's no
coming
such
up.
thing as assless chaps. Chaps
Or
are assless. That's why they're called chaps and not pants.
I was thinking,
But he
assless
doesn't
chap,
know. It's
would they
funny.
be-
It's funny.
would they put? It's kind of like an inverted
No, but a
negative
lot of
dot.
no, but a
Wouldn't
lot
that
of
be
people don't
fun?
realize that. They'll say get some assless chaps, and they don't realize that that's why they are chaps, because if not, they'd just be leather pants.
Right.
And I'm not picking. He didn't know. That'd be like me trying to say something about a computer, and I have no idea. Allegedly, what I'm talking about. I have to keep
Okay.
using everything with the word allegedly so
So-
that it sticks
so-
in my mind.
Real quick, let me sum up the bulletproof vest thing. All right. You wear it. You never get shot at. You never need it. All that other stuff. The day you don't wear it, guess what's going to happen?
Will be the day.
Today.
Or what if you're that guy that wears it every day, remembers you're wearing it every day, and then one day you forget that you don't have it on and you say something stupid.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
You know what? Situational awareness. And the majority of the vests do not protect you up underneath the arms.
You know, here's my thing.
It's all
Here's my
exposed.
thing, and I see this in the movie all the time, and I don't get this. So you want to kill somebody, you can shoot them in the thigh, and they will bleed out very fast.
Absolutely.
You can shoot them towards their arm and armpit, and they will bleed out very fast.
Yep.
How about just shoot them in the face?
Yep. Zombie kill them.
If you kill them, you know, my dad used to always say, wherever the head goes, the body must follow. But well, you ain't wearing a, Kevlar face mask. And I seen a couple of you girls, allegedly, you need a couple face masks.
Little cone.
A couple guys, too.
Sniffing luggage.
Just saying. Anywho's, I'm just shaking my head.
Yep. So that's the thing with me. It seems like it's another piece of equipment. A buddy of mine got shot in I guess it was Iraq. I'm trying to remember back.
Brian, that would be allegedly. Brian Eubanks, I just sent him a text. I'm like, that would be allegedly.
We were sitting there talking, and it was like, "What's that on your vest?" And it was the round had hit him and just stuck.
Right.
And he brushed it and it fell right off.
Right.
Would that have penetrated his body and hurt him and killed him and all that other stuff? Who knows? Can't tell the future. But the fact of the matter is soon as we get back on what we called inside the wire, everybody drops their gear. We all took off our gear. That's the way we lived. We didn't live in our gear.
They think that they're safe.
Right.
Just like you go home at the end of the day, pulling those Velcro straps off.
I'm right, because it's hot and it's sticky and it stinks.
And you think, hey,
wow, why you got to call it sticky and stinky?
Oh, my vest. Oh, my vest was disgusting.
Everything sticks.
Yeah. I used to get the little bottles of Febreze. My daughter used to send them to me in the box.
Right.
And I would go through about a little bottle of Febreze probably every 2 to 3 days. Because, I mean, but let me tell you something. You did not you ain't sneaking up on my gear.
No.
Yeah, it
stinks.
Yeah. Now I got a Velcro vest that you can put on over your clothes, basically.
Can I buy Kevlar material and just have it like sewed into my leather vest?
Expensive. It's extremely expensive that way.
If you want to spend the money.
What's your life valued as?
Well, yeah. See, didn't I say that was going to come? And that's what everybody always says. I'm telling you, I think it's a tremendous inconvenience. And
I mean, look, I already feel like I need to put a wall around my house. I already feel like I need to put landmines in the street to stop the buses.
Did you see the definition that Alex
allegedly
gave?
What?
Did you see the definition he gave of allegedly?
No.
Doesn't remove culpability for intentionally, whatever that word is, statements. So still be careful. Be careful.
Abby was smart before she sat in the chair. Now she can't read a damn thing.
I know, right? I'm not even going to try to enunciate that word.
If you got cowboy hats and boots, shorts,
so we're out of here. We're going to commercial. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Big weather coming our way, folks.
Big weather
coming our way. Bad weather.
Oh crap! We'll be right back. Whatever Mike's claiming.
I'm gonna beat you to the back.
Allegedly. All right, let me get a little hand on this weather.
Hey, keep your hands above the table.
It's
what are they saying?
It's worse than what I thought. Thursday and Friday are supposed to be pretty good.
Friday was.
Let me get a. I'm so happy it's going to be clear today.
Me too. They're saying like 74. So is that what's coming to us? That looks northeast. Oh, look at Wisconsin. That Alabama looking stuff. See it coming to Arkansas, Texas, Arkansas.
Yeah, that's nothing.
That's nothing. But that's what's coming towards us.
Here lately, the wind stream has been like that. Hold on, let me bring up the wind stream.
I can't make that Facebook stop dinging.
You got to turn off the notification.
How do you, I know that. I still want to be notified. I just don't want it to make noise.
That's your phone.
Whatever.
Come look at this.
Well, if he got the new vest, then he'd have to get all new patches.
Well, they make biker vests that have.
It's just he's got to spend if he wants to spend the money.
I just don't. I go in just like this. Hey, come look at this Windstream. Georgia, Florida, but look at the Windstream. How's that fucking happening? The jet stream always goes like this. It's turning around somewhere. Yeah, look at that shit, dude.
Look at it coming from up north, though.
Isn't that weird?
Which means that'll bring us some cooler weather, too.
I've never seen the jet stream do that.
Well, now you have.
We're talking about important stuff.
In the Georgia hot sun.
That's what I got accused of.
What?
Talking about stuff and acting.
My God, you're on the microphone 1 minute and then you're not. Yeah, but that's confusing for me. I have headphones on.
What we're talking about, she didn't know about.
Girl riding shotgun. That Joe Diffie song was really good. I wish everybody that was listening, but I can't have you listening when.
Why do people? Have you ever watched TED Talks? Do you know what TED Talks are?
Nope. Who is TED Talks?
TED Talks is a.
They talk like a moron.
No. It's a channel basically, and it's some of the world leaders in certain areas. Like in physics or in astrology or human rights. And basically they do about 10 to 15 minutes and they're usually in front of a large crowd. And it's usually 10 to 15 minutes of just nothing but hardcore raw information from these experts.
Raw. In your
and,
face.
I really enjoy watching them because it's
military might.
Yeah, it's like no bullshit type stuff. I mean, it's like direct and to the point. Well, you learn a lot. Or at least you ever see the show Numbers, the FBI show Numbers? The one guy is an FBI agent and his brother is got like a PhD in applied mathematics. So what they do is they use mathematical formulas to Scotty, what's she doing? I saw
She's trying to get under my skin.
Really? That just sounds so sexual. It smells like green apple.
I know, right?
And vinegar. Okay, so
and vodka.
Vodka's got alcohol in it.
I know, right?
It's sterile. So now that I'm thoroughly confused.
Dude, you woke up confused. Don't act like this just occurred. This has been happening for a long time.
I know. My show tonight's going to be funny as hell.
Hey.
What's your show about tonight?
The banana splits?
No. It's called Freedom versus Your Freedoms.
And remember, I got one attorney that wants to come in and talk about your constitutional rights one day.
Well, he can come tonight because that's what we're going to be.
Well, he can't come tonight.
Okay,
but I'm saying he's wanting to.
More than
he's got some stuff he's dealing with, a couple of cases,
and
then he'll deal with it.
Any Wednesday night, come on. I'm inviting everybody on the planet. Scotty.
And we're back.
Hey, welcome to Just for Fun Radio, where.
Yes, that happens.
Allegedly.
Where sheet happens.
Well, no, there's something that came up the other day that I really got to give you. I guess I'm stroking you a little bit here. The fact of the matter is
an ego booster.
When you have your own show, okay, what? And you have a topic like Alex has got Tech Talk and Crystal's got Ladies Talk and all,
and I just got to talk.
Yeah,
that's right.
And then now Jacob's doing his hardcore music and all that other headbanger stuff.
That's not all. I mean, it's Southern rock. It's everything.
Yeah, but I'm saying they have topics. See, my show is about
his world according to nothing.
Yeah,
he calls it mine.
Much. Yeah, and so we get these kind of weird topics. But I invite people comment. I'm on social media all day, every day of the week. I spend 2-3 hours.
Yeah, but when people say leave me alone, that has nothing to do with your show.
That's a restraining order. That's not good.
You should bring up the legalities of that. You've had so many. and define loopholes for people in training.
Remember in Cheers when they'd walk in and go, Norm?
Go ahead.
They do that to me at the county
courthouse.
Mike's on here. So, but the crazy thing about this is that I invite At first, I was only inviting select people for the topic. Now I invite everybody who runs their mouth.
Why just select people?
Well, because I'd have a specific topic, like we did the Constitution. Specific topic, and then we had
specific.
I had some of the top people in the Georgia National Guard come in one time. I mean, they were all the top of their ranks, and they just great information about what it's like to be a senior in the Georgia Guard, you know, and veterans and stuff like that. But now my show has kind of manifested itself into kind of really whatever the frick I want to rant about.
Manifest, would that be the same thing as like a zit?
Yes.
Yeah, but it doesn't fester.
An infection.
No, it does fester. But people comment all day, every freaking day. They're giving me hell about stuff. And I
welcome to my world.
And I go, okay, well, I got an idea. Why don't you come on the show? Oh, yeah, I'll be there. I'll freaking rattle your cage.
No.
Blah, blah, blah.
All these haters will send messages, and I'll say, here's a phone. Feel free to call and voice your opinion. And they're like,
Sunday?
They'll send me a private message because they know that I won't copy it and share it with their name because I won't out them like that. And they know that. So they will exploit that.
Sunday,
and don't you call them Facebook Cowboys?
Yeah, Facebook Cowboys.
Sunday night, I always send out the reminders.
Go ahead. Make my day.
And then this is my return to them.
You are one pathetic loser.
You know, every Sunday evening,
you got all those balls to type me stuff, but you won't. You won't
all the
call
reminders.
in.
Hey, you said you're going to be on the show this week. Hey, I have an empty seat for you. You need to show up about 6:30 so we can talk about the little rules and all that other stuff. Get comfortable, sound checks, all that other stuff. I never get an answer back on Sunday. So Monday, what do? Then I start hitting them up on Facebook and calling them and texting them. And you know what you get by Tuesday? Oh man, I'm sorry, I ain't gonna be able to be there this week. Yeah, because you're full of it.
Well, how about all the people
talk about it?
Well, how about I have people go, well, you don't have that many callers anymore. Well, I'm like, you do realize on some of these racy conversations, a lot of people are not going to chime that voice in,
and they're at work.
Well, that and they're at work. But think about it like this: how many times has the phone rang, and you listeners even know that's Jeff's voice? So, like, do you think one of these cats are going to call and say something and have to fear that somebody's going to recognize their voice?
No, screw it.
They're not going to do that.
Well, I mean, last night
because there's way too many people listening. I mean, there's law offices listening, you guys. I mean, come on. Hospitals are listening. These nurses, these doctors. Orderly, homeboy.
The black elevator guy at the Washington Monument.
Oh, shit!
Take screws out.
Bill Cosby's pudding raisin maker.
Bill Cosby allegedly. Bill Cosby's pill selector. Sorry, Bill. She looks like a red pillar.
I mean, so yeah, it's I can't believe.
I mean, Mike's got somebody says she looks like a double bagger. So of course, Bill Cosby's going to have somebody go, look, she looks like a two pillar.
Double dose. So it's kind of crazy.
Mike's had a two pillar too. You've had to place two pillars.
No, I got like 8 or 10 pillars. I love pillars.
Even though they're double baggers, that kind of like Coyote Ugly.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah, I'll chew my arm off.
Right.
In fact,
so anyways, yeah, there are so many people that listen every single day. But at the same time, though, some of our haters listen, but they're not going to out themselves to let us know they're listening.
Bring it. That's what I say. But you know what? I almost traditionally have at least one seat available on Wednesday nights. You got something you want to say if you want to take shots.
How about this? Do you remember that one time it was like 9:45 and we had something that was for a charity and stuff like that, and we said and we didn't type this on Facebook. We said right then and there at 9:45, we said we need every single one of you guys to go hit share right now.
Yeah.
And within 30 minutes, this is no lie, in 30 minutes, it was 798.
Yeah.
Now, we only said that live. So does that give you any impression of how many people were listening at that moment? I mean, we said, go share that. So even if you tried to say the words, 798, well, you know, there's possibly some people that just saw it on Facebook and just shared it because somebody else shared it. Okay, so let's take 798 and divide it into thirds and say 1/3 of that was somebody on Facebook that just seen somebody else share it. That's still 798 divided into 3. 2/3 of them are still listening. Even if you want to believe that, that's still 2/3 of 798.
You completely went the opposite way I would have went. I would have said no. Multiply it by 10, because you know how much stuff I see on a daily basis that I don't share, that I believe in.
Well, but my thought is, like, I just did the math. You take that 798, divide it into 3, the 2/3 would still be 532. So even if you wanted to say the words, that number's not possible. That's still 532 people that are most likely listening, and that's not counting all the people that send us messages to say, look, man, I got my earbuds in my phone, I'm hooked up at work, I'm in my cubicle, but I can't play on Facebook because I'll get fired. So how about those people? How about the people like Joe Loper who's leaning down under a hood right now, who can't play on Facebook? How about all the mechanics and all the car people from Mountain Industrial on 78 all the way to Monroe? I've already been told that all the shops, all the automotive shops are listening. So come on. I don't have to defend myself to you people, allegedly.
You don't have to do that. One guy told me that one time. He said, he was arguing with Alex, and he said, well, you only have 10 viewers.
Well, I had somebody tell me one day I only had 2 callers, and I'm like,
dude,
you do know it's a morning show and these people are working, right? And the people that aren't working are most likely sleeping. We had what, 14 million views in a 28-day period. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. So, wait. Now,
let me do that.
If you're gonna flaunt a number, let's go ahead and flaunt it. 14,272,798. So if you're gonna flaunt it, you might as well flaunt it. If you're gonna swing it out, you might as well go. I've got to watch my mouth.
Just show
well, you know what? When I first started this a little over a year ago,
it's already been over. It's oh my God! Do you realize how long you've been here?
It's been over. I
mean, that left side of your body is in the shadow, but the right side's actually facing north, and I do see mold growing.
That's not mold, baby.
Or whatever that
moss.
is. That's moss. Sorry.
Yeah. I was about to say it's not mold.
It's the black mold.
He's got some mold growing, but it's probably somewhere else where it's warm and wet spots.
Who knows? I mean, we got a different phone number now on the board here. We've got
the same phone number that we've had forever.
Black officer shooting black.
Oh, dude, I did write that wrong today. Why didn't you tell me? I typed my phone number.
I just did.
Oh my God. Well, nobody called that today either.
Well, they probably did, but it's going to a completely different phone.
Well, no, that phone would have been ringing too.
Okay, so the point I was trying to make is last night I told Danny, Alex's co-host, that I'd call in on one of the topics. And so it's like an hour and a half into the show, and I still can't get through because there's callers. And some people we know are calling and talking to them. So Danny's like, "What? You haven't called in?" And it's like, how the hell am I going to call in? Every time I go to try to call, there's busy. A caller coming in. We don't have multiple line phone. I guess she thought we had a multiple line phone. Maybe that's something we should look at.
Well, okay, I have
multi-line switchboard.
I've considered, because I can get let's not complicate it. We'll talk about that later. Because I can get other phone numbers sent to the same phone, but if you're talking on the phone, you're not going to answer the other line.
Right.
I really want to find out.
I mean, these people, we have call waiting, but nobody's going to hang up the one phone call to answer the next phone call.
Yeah.
And if Alex is down here by himself, how's he going to be like, thanks for calling Pizza Hut, hold please. Thanks for calling Pizza Hut, hold please. Thanks for calling Pizza Hut. Oh, I've already told you hold. Okay, hold please.
Okay,
I mean, come on.
The facts of the matter are.
And how about this? If they're watching the show, then they know we are listening to the show. They know he's on the phone.
Okay, the facts of the matter are, in a 28-day span,
allegedly,
we had 14 million eyeballs.
272,472.
Didn't go that far. Just allegedly. Quick math in my head. Okay.
You can do math like that?
I can do ballistic solution.
1 + 1 = 2 rolls of duct tape.
Well, I use Common Core, so it takes me like an hour and a half to figure out that.
That stuff.
14 million views, 28-day period.
Alleged.
You know how much that is on a daily basis, right?
And you know what it is?
500,000.
That's 14 million. That's not like 300,000 of the same people. These are.
It doesn't matter.
My point is, that's 14 different faces that saw our logo and was on our stuff.
I only know like 2 or 3 people that even understand what that actual amount is.
Can you visualize 14 million people?
No, you can't. The brain cannot.
I mean, can you even visualize 14 million? I can't get people to understand that.
No, the brain
too many
cannot.
farts.
The most people that anybody will ever live and with their own eyes see is if you went to a Kenny Chesney concert.
But that's not 14 million people.
No, but my point is, on an average person, when do they see a crowd physically live that much? If they go to Lakewood, is that the most people they ever see?
Probably.
If they go to the Square Covington when we do the St. Jude's Children's stuff, is that the largest crowd they ever see? How many people physically see a crowd over more than 200 or 300 people ever?
And as
at a Georgia game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
As
how many?
it
How
gets
many would
more
that be?
dangerous,
Right at 100,000.
100,000.
As
That's
it
it.
gets more dangerous to go out and about in our country, you're going to see those numbers dwindle.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. At a local,
Hello, I'm not willing to go back to the ATM machine in front of Lowe's. I mean, what do you think a crowd's going to be like?
Local soccer stadium.
I'll be there at 3 with a loaded gun if anybody'd like to meet me up there.
in Würzburg, Würzburg is probably maybe the 15th largest
Allegedly.
place in Germany, right? It's a small town. It's beautiful, all this other stuff. Their local soccer stadium holds over 100,000 people. But
You
guess
know what I fear? You put 100,000 people somewhere, I fear somebody's going to put a bomb there, just like they did that subway or that train or whatever.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna, as a human race, we're gonna start going away from those large groups,
Right.
Because it's gonna be dangerous, and that's a sad thing. But hey, it's the truth.
And that's
Hey,
way too many farts.
yeah, that was beautiful when you said that. Was funny as hell. Hey, you guys tracking this weather?
No, how about you give us the forecast? And I need you to do it like Ron Burgundy. Come on.
Damn, man.
Come on. I'm putting you on the G spot.
Baxter, come here.
It's the tickle spots.
Baxter, hold on. I gotta get Baxter, my dog. Baxter, come here.
Don't you have a dog sound?
No, I don't want any cheese. Oh, Scotty smells like cheese. Okay, that's
What is
different.
that bark? Is that like a lap dog?
It's Baxter.
It's Labrador.
You know what?
It's a poodle. It's a
I'm just
poodle,
gonna go
man.
ahead and say this. You two suck. I wore some nice clothes yesterday to go do something special, and you guys ruined it.
Can you
Wait,
get back
wait,
to the
wait, wait.
weather?
I could be a Walmart greeter.
Ron, can you get back to my news report?
And then today,
Yorkshire
you put me
Terrier.
on,
Can you get
you
back?
put me on the spot to do Ron Jeremy. I do it.
It's a
and
silk. What is it? A silky with
Yep.
a pink little
Our-
pink tutu?
Our
It's a Yorkie
co-host
poo.
goes, "You need some kind of that dog."
Lapadoodle.
Why don't the two of
In
y'all-
his case, it'd be a Lapadrooler.
Right. It's a
Why don't
Yorkie
you
poo.
two-
Can you get
Allegedly-
back to my
No,
weather
no,
report?
Go to hell, both of them. allegedly, y'all suck.
Get back to work, you slacker.
I
I'm not
need.
doing Ron
I
Jeremy.
need the
No.
weather report.
No, I'll do it. I'll do Christina Applegate. before I
Okay,
do Ron
give
Jeremy.
me a weather report and somebody other than Military Mike.
Yeah.
Hey,
If you could just go ahead and make sure you do that from now on, that would be great.
Come on. Okay, do the weather report as a hot chick.
Is your country chick.
man, that's cool.
I saw myself in clothes like those that have to kick my own ass.
So do the weather report as a hot chick.
Look, the one
Are they
that you
smart?
It doesn't matter. Are you?
I'm asking. Yes,
You're not.
hell yeah.
Hey,
I'm
baby.
Yes, it's just the look that throws you
Oh,
off.
it does.
Come
It
on.
really does. I'm getting
Do
into
the
country
weather
girl look.
report as a hot chick.
Hello. I'm going to do it like
You gotta have that twang.
somebody. Well, no, I can't do the country girl. I'm going to do it as a hot girl, but I'm going to do it as a girl that doesn't understand.
Well, you said you
English.
want a country chick, so
I
you gotta
do
have.
want a country chick, but not for the weather.
Can
gotta
you
have
hurry
the-
up and just give me the weather
Christ, Can we
report?
go back to Stephanie? It's so much easier. She
Hold
just
on.
sits
I
there,
need the weather report.
plays Angry Bird.
That's later.
Can you imagine the weather report from God?
Yes, it'd be like this.
Suck it up.
Mike,
That sounds like some Howard Stern.
do the weather report.
Yeah. I
Do
could-
Do a Howard Stern.
Somebody told me
you gotta
yesterday
speak up.
that I was going that way. That's unfortunate. Hey, look.
You are not. You will never be tall
I know.
and any uglier
I know, and I
and
know
be
you do.
loaded with money.
And I know you don't like Howard Stern, so I'm not going to bring
No, I love Howard Stern. Don't get me wrong.
You're gay. I knew it.
I mean, look, the dude has pioneered what he's done. He's a millionaire. He's a douche nugget. I mean, you know, he's a little bit of a
You
douche
made
nugget.
him cry.
But he's a character, dude, just like all of us that do this for a living.
He's crying.
I'm just Howard Stern, but funnier and broker. Allegedly. Allegedly, I'm poor.
He's gonna fall on
If
the
my
floor.
financial status doesn't already show that.
You're the Rockdale version.
Yeah. Listen, wait, don't interrupt me.
He just needs a wig.
If I'm the Rockdale version, of Howard Stern, that explains Rockdale Light. Piss water
Bitter piss water.
and cheap. I'm the Rockdale Light of the Stern world. I taste like allegedly.
Never buy beer that comes in a box.
Don't get twisted.
It's not wine.
Can you get me the weather report, sir?
Damn it. Yeah. It's tomorrow looks like it's gonna suck.
You're killing me.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I'm all into this. And the jet stream, for any of you guys that follow the weather like I do, the jet stream is doing something really, really weird. It's pulling down from the north.
Air?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's pulling down from the north. It's coming down the coast, and then it's turning into Florida, which means we're going to get.
So it's coming from our east, and it's actually blowing west. And usually we get stuff from the west.
It's usually doing the other thing. But here's the
so all the pretty Bradford pear trees are going to go bye bye.
Yeah, I mean these are freezing temperatures up north right now.
Well, we have no idea by the time it makes it down here what it's actually.
Well, okay, right now it's showing us at about 40, about 47, 48. Which is it that cold outside?
I don't know. Is it that cold?
With the humidity.
Today is supposed to be a beautiful day, but there is a huge weather mass moving on.
Yeah, I have to decide what I'm doing today. Like I've had 4 people go, okay, are you doing this? I'm like, dude,
it's going to be nice.
I can't catch up.
Are you going to get it back to Goodwill today?
I'm going to do the drone.
Listen, here's what I need. And this pissed me off. I need the material.
Yeah.
Just the material that's in a cheap piece of crap 1970 type windbreaker. Just a piece of crap windbreaker. And I went into that Goodwill. I found this piece of crap windbreaker that they should have paid me $25 to take it. It is so horrible.
Why don't you ask Mike for his members only jacket?
If it was because that material is actually better than what I need. So all I needed was this piece of crap jacket. And the girl goes, I walk up there and it's got the little red tag.
Right.
And I walked up and I said, can you tell me what the red tags means in price? She says, it's the normal price.
Oh my God.
I went,
really?
And I have no clue what that is, or I wouldn't be up here asking now, would I? And she goes, $5.25. And I start to walk, and I walked off saying, I can buy more than this in material for that price at Hobby Lobby. And I started to walk off. She goes, oh, I'm incorrect.
Yes, you are.
It's $5.65. I'm just like, oh my God, woman.
I'm gonna hang it back.
This thing is This thing was horrible. Like the elastic in the sleeves had dry rot.
So what are you doing with said material?
I can't discuss that right now. But it's the same type of material as that white material. So I'll just go to Hobby Lobby and buy.
Why is it gotta be white?
I bought that's
It
double.
can't be black.
Look at that. Listen, that right there is double layer on both of those lights, and all of that only cost me like $4.
Well, then go to Hobby Lobby.
I am.
Yeah,
okay.
I would.
But I was trying to save myself some effort since I was already right there in front of Goodwill.
I'm
now weather report, sir.
No,
so it's gonna be nipply with a slight class of no class. And
slight class. You're so.
I'm just trying to make you giggle, but good Lord,
no, can y'all make me mad? I can be a Walmart. I can be a Walmart.
Dude, you would be fired. Dude, the guy from Walmart even says no comment.
All right. Well,
you start making fun of people's camel toes.
Hey, girl, we got some larger yoga pants back there on the other lane.
Yeah.
No, the tighter the better.
Golly, Mike.
If I said that, you would flake out. If I just used
a female said it. It's not as offensive when a female says it.
She said, I'm not gonna
but
if I say it, his head will explode.
Because
watch this.
She said it.
The tighter, the better.
She said it.
See, look,
not you. She said it. That's the point.
I can't even say yeast.
It's not offensive when she says it, but when you, as a male chauvinist, allegedly male chauvinist pig.
It's gonna be
I wouldn't want you. You're allegedly a male chauvinist pig. I wouldn't want you to sue me and say that I hurt your credibility. By calling you a male chauvinist pig, I've now slandered you, and you cannot become the Walmart greeter that you have aspired to be.
Why are you talking about yeast? Are you talking about baking bread?
Yes. And if you answer that any other way, you're dead. All right. What's my weather report?
It sucks.
Really? You're going to say that?
Hey, look, today, beautiful.
Explain what you're really thinking is going to happen, Mr. Weatherman.
He said you're going to explode.
How come she can say that, but I can't? If I said that the EX word, you would flake out.
What, ex-wife?
No. I've said that twice.
All right, let's hear this.
See, he wasn't even paying attention.
No,
I could have said whatever.
I was answering a text message.
All right.
Sir Andy Cagle was texting.
Cagle.
He said allegedly, you're a smart man.
Allegedly. And I can't.
I love how allegedly like really
I
getting
can
worn out today.
never. I can never go into a courtroom
At least he's not
and
compared
be
to Forrest
defending
Gump.
my integrity. Everybody would just bust.
Can you hurry up and give me that weather report?
Mostly sunny today at a high about 77. It's going to be clear as a bell. Tomorrow, we're looking at scattered thunderstorms about
Tomorrow's
78
Thursday.
all day. I got my underwear on for tomorrow.
And Friday
Chainmail.
is the bad day, right?
Thursday and Friday look like El Succaroni. Something is going on.
Is that a new type of Laura Lynn macaroni?
Yeah, that's
instead of the letters of the alphabet or shells, it's lips.
Yeah,
'Cause
instead
it's
of
El
Laura
Succaroni.
Lynn are great value. If you go to Dollar General, it's called Succaroni.
Oh yeah, Dollar
You didn't
Gentry.
say it right.
I've never seen a whole shelf full of spam. If you go to Dollar General, man,
You didn't say it right.
I would like to
35
have a
feet of
challenge where we open about 6
No.
cans
Oh, God.
and hand a straw to each person, and the first person that could suck all the gel out of the can wins.
No,
Oh my God.
I'm not going to be here that day.
Yeah, man.
I rather wear chainmail.
Look,
I
not
need
the
to
Dollar
question:
General.
is the gel flammable? I mean, has anybody
Oh,
ever
hey,
found that out?
Someone said
I don't think
allegedly is the new Dugan.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Wait,
You
let
know
me-
who- you
what
know who
idiot said that?
You know who said that?
Okay, at least it was him. The artist formerly known as him. Now he just goes by the name Goo because we took off his other letters because he's not worthy. We're not worthy.
They're not worthy. Oh, man.
Awesome.
So, yeah, the jet stream is pushing it across Florida, and it's going into the Gulf. You know, of course, the Gulf is warm air. And then it's kicking back up around Louisiana, and then, of course, it'll get to us.
So it's kicking back up, like flaring back up, like
Well, there's already, there's already warnings out. I'll post this. But look at this out in the East Coast.
yes, sir.
Okay, that
I
doesn't.
see that. Our
that
listeners have no
normally-
clue. Paint
I know.
a very
I'll
good
post
image.
it. But that
It's
normally
it's coming on the east side of Miami, just like a hurricane would in September.
Exactly, but it's cold. That's cold
Wow.
in the Atlantic Ocean.
So what are they
this-
anticipating that?
They
to?
don't know. We're seeing
With
something
Mike,
that's-
that'd be called hissipating.
Yeah.
So would that be like a perfect storm?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not, because you've got all this cold weather that's being pushed from the north.
But you just said warm
How about
air.
this?
Warm.
How about this? Brian Leeper,
Yep.
who is in Fairbanks, Alaska, said, "I'll take that weather."
Oh, I'm sure he would.
Because here's where he is today. At 6 a.m., they hit a marvelous 27 degrees with a
Yeah.
6-mile-an-hour northeast wind. At 7 a.m., they jump a whole lot to a fabulous 28 degrees with a 5-mile-an-hour northeast wind. By 8 o'clock, they might hit 28.9.
This is
9. Hey, please stop while I'm reporting Fairbanks.
He's showing
At
pictures.
9, I know, but I can't say it as he's saying it. At 9, they have a chance of snow, a 50% chance of snow with 29 degrees. And then at 10 a.m., they hit a lovely snow/sleet with a 31 degrees. Now, for a 15-day, we're not going to go that far, but Wednesday, they're hitting a high of 39, Thursday, 48, Friday, 41. Their lows, 28, 21, 21. Yeah, man. You can have it.
What,
and that's spring.
Why is he in Alaska?
And then the service.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Does he have Fort Richardson?
Well, he will text back and answer
Yeah, that's
that.
what
I
I
don't know. So what was you saying? You were showing the clouds and all that?
It's to a weather guy. This is a little confusing. So it's actually got my interest now. So I'm going to go to the.
So you're now a weather guy.
Well, I mean, when you become a pilot in the military, you
Yeah.
spend a lot of time studying weather.
So what are they anticipating it doing?
A tremendous amount of rain for Atlanta. 2 inches is
Oh,
what they're predicting. Do you know what
that's
2
nice.
inches of rain does to Atlanta?
Floods?
Yeah, absolutely. Our infrastructure sucks.
I got Wainwright.
Oh, okay. He's at Wainwright Airfield. Cool. Cool.
No.
beans. What
Hey,
does he do?
let's shoot to a commercial real quick. And you just asked what he does, so maybe he'll text back real quick. Listen, I'm gonna play one of our commercials, of course, while we go to a restroom break. And this song that's coming up, I need everybody to transfer in their mind where the word says lonely. I need you to say boner, and we'll be right back.
Oh God, if that doesn't get us
And
in
what
trouble.
song is that? What song is that?
The boner
Oh my God.
What's better than owner of the boner?
Wow.
I remember. Yeah. Okay. So not Stephanie, but Denise gets a job over at the insurance place. Why can't anybody help military Mike get a little job?
Right.
They had already offered her the job
Well, I want a job at one of our sponsors. You're peeing. Shut up.
I was trying to answer your question.
Allegedly.
While she was helping Cara move on Saturday, she mentioned it.
Does she have an insurance license?
No, she just answering the phones and stuff.
Stellar.
Well, why don't you go get it back and go get a job?
Because I was trying to
You're telling me a Walmart greeter and we ruined your
Y'all ruined my
dream.
chances.
In your case, it ain't a dream; it's a
We
freaking
squashed
fantasy.
his dream.
Killed it.
Yep.
Freaking. I'm this age and I'm trying to redo my career.
He's a medic in the army, and now he's working in the local hospital in the ER.
My co-host tonight, Danny, she was a
Listen. Are y'all transferring the word yet? Owner of a boner heart's much better than.
Anybody understand Instagram? I just
You don't like it?
Yes, all it is pictures, and you can type a couple words here and there, but it's just pictures.
You can tag, you can cross tag.
Don't tell him how to cross tag. That boy be cross tagging everything in town. He's already tried.
okay. See, isn't that cute? That's a cute look.
Let's see.
Then double click.
Let's
not the
see.
mouse, but double click the picture.
Oh yeah.
Just send him
All you gotta do is double click it, and it'll hard.
Double click it, and you
Well,
like it.
You know, I think he's trying to insinuate.
And we're back.
Look at that peacock. Oh, I love peacock.
Oh my God, he is like squirrel today.
He is.
Every time you turn your head,
It's something different.
You want to know something? I'll be honest with you. I got about 4 hours of sleep last night, so I'm pretty rested.
yeah, this is what we hear most time. So yeah,
What was that?
that's a baby cry.
Oh,
What
you
think it
guys
is?
like peacocks? I love peacocks. Oh, this is a friend of mine. This guy used to be a sergeant major.
I've heard they're really good.
So
if
what's our
you-
plans
if you cook them?
for tomorrow?
What?
That's what I've heard. That
What?
they're really good.
No,
It's hey,
Yes.
you don't cook.
and it's not Wayne Wright Air Force Base anymore. It's an Army installation. There's an Air Force installation 30 minutes down the road. I have no idea what that word is.
Are you muted?
It's near the North Pole.
I don't think. No, I'm good. Okay, it's near the North Pole.
Yeah, I would
You're
assume.
too
Oh, it's that research. There's a research center up there. They got the C-130.
North Pole.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's North Pole, Alaska. So that must be a town in Alaska, North Pole.
Okay. Yeah, there's a research center up there. I didn't know he was up there. That's suck duty right there, buddy. He must piss somebody off.
Hey, man, I got some friends that was, 10, 15 years at the Air Force Base up there. They loved it, dude.
Most
I got,
people,
I got pictures of them stopping on the side of the road one day, and they're in their bathing suits in a hot spring. Snow is everywhere except for the hot spring. You see steam coming up, and they're just bathing in it, man. They loved it. They stayed for years, man. They were in Anchorage Air Force.
I think people,
They worked on jet planes.
Yeah, people that, especially like Kodiak Island,
Leaving
the Coast Guard
on a
guys.
jet plane.
Man, she's just, it's a chair.
And
It
they
is
trust
the
her with a
chair.
good.
I know, right?
Okay, so
I
people
mean,
that
look,
generally live
you
up
have
there-
certifications, and he's certifiable. I mean, both of you are certified.
At least I can shoot straight.
Oh, I can.
He shirts
That's
to
a challenge. Right?
He shoots
you just challenge
he
it?
I
shoots
did
to
challenge.
a small left.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
And I don't curve either.
So we're out of here.
How
We
do you
got to
know
leave.
about
It's 9:57.
I was told.
Do we got anything going this week?
My show tonight, The World According to Mike, starts.
And then
at 7.
tomorrow night is the Guru.
The Guru Show, which I'm going to be calling in on the Guru Show this week.
April's Fool's Day.
Yep.
Every day here with us is a Fool's Day.
I'm going to do a little bit more research on the weather thing, so I can be a little bit more interesting tomorrow about that.
And I don't know if we're doing a show Friday for sure.
Why wouldn't we?
They're having services for Donna Friday.
Okay.
So if it's during the show time, we may or may not do the show. If it's where we can start the morning show, but then boogie to go to the services, we will.
Right.
I don't know. I just had to figure out how to pay our respects. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you would like me to just come in and talk, do the news and
Yeah,
stuff.
we
like while you
may
guys
can do
are
something
gone.
like that. We'll
Because
figure it out.
I knew her, but I
Right.
didn't.
I
hadn't
know.
spent any time.
But I
with her.
just figured it. So she did so
Right.
much for us.
Yeah.
It would be a shame if we didn't
Pay your respect.
Pay our respect.
So, but like I said, if you need me to just come in and run it, I can do that for you
man.
guys.
And that may be the thing to do. You know what I mean?
Well, we might be swimming. So
and that's the other thing too. You know, there goes riding the bike to the funeral.
Well, here's the thing right now. The reason why I'm bringing this up is if you're listening and all, if 2 inches of rain can be extremely damaging to your home and whatnot, take the time today to prevent where you know there's going to be pooling. 2 inches of rain coming out of your gutters. If you got dirty gutters, today would be the day to clean your gutters.
No doubt.
Because that will ruin your roof. You will have water everywhere. 2 inches of rain is a lot of rain.
So much for your dock not being underwater.
I'm telling you.
What's going on out there?
There's got to be something at the dam, like some limbs or something that's just holding the water back, because there's no reason for the water to be this high.
Did y'all have a beaver at one time? Not you personally.
Yes, there's a beaver floating around.
Okay, because I've seen one. And I wonder if he blocked the dam.
No, for us, it's just like a concrete spillway. There's no reason it should be.
But you got 10 feet.
I know.
Crap out
There's
there
no reason the water should be up right now. Our lake is at least 8-9 inches above where it's supposed to be.
Oh yeah, it's creeping
every bit.
Your house.
Yeah. And it's ruining the seawalls around the lake and all the docks around the lake.
Now, 2 inches of rain in the next 48 hours, or not?
What do you think is going to happen?
It's going to be at your back door.
And here's all these jackholes that keep going, we want you to pay your lake dues. Well, when are you going to get an ace hole out there that actually knows what he's doing? Like they sent one guy who got smart with me over the phone. And he's like, well, you this and you that. And I'm like, who the hell are you talking to like that?
Right.
I just can't imagine anyone getting smart with you on the phone.
Well, the problem is, here's what I can't understand, is these people will see me when I'm being nice.
When the hell is that?
And then they call and get smart on the phone. And then when I break off on them, they're like, I am offended. Really? You started yelling at me on the phone, telling me what I owe you. I don't owe you nothing.
It doesn't matter.
You got a signed contract saying I owe you something?
We live in bizarro world. If somebody's doing something wrong and you point it out, you're the bad guy.
I'm telling you.
You're wrong. Shame on you. Shame on you.
Yeah, we live in bizarro world. I swear to God, I'm moving to a small island off of Brazil.
Well, at a small town near you.
Right.
All right, we're out, man. 10:01.
Have a great day today. It's gonna be awesome. Tune in tonight.
Awesome sauce. Is that what you just said?
Awesome sauce tonight.
Yes.
Me and Doc Danielle Double D there. We're gonna.
Man, why you got to keep calling her by her boobs?
That's what I told her.
So she likes being called Double D,
and she's definitely sporting Double D's.
Yeah, but I get you when you say that. I visually get that. I'm trying to figure out, is she like that name?
Yeah, she's cool with it.
Okay.
Yeah, she was a combat medic, so there's a half a dozen times I acted like I was shot just so
you could try.
Wow.
I need the mouth.
I'd be like, medic, and then
yeah.
We don't do that in the Army, by the way. We don't yell medic. That's like movie Navy.
Is that movie?
TV stuff.
We don't do that stuff. So
yeah, kind of like Bruce Willis getting shot 4 times on Die Hard, and he's still running around
barefoot.
And then you listen to the interview with
barefoot.
Then you listen to the interview with 50 Cent, and he talks about when the people drove by and popped off 2 rounds, and they went through the door, blah blah blah, and he's like, I'm telling myself to get up, and like my legs aren't moving, like I'm in shock. You hear people who tell you what really getting shot's like, and then it's like, there's no Die Hard. I see these guys get shot in the shoulder and they're still running around. I'm like, do people not realize what trauma to the body does? Right. I mean, when you go into shock, your brain doesn't function. Hello, I've woke up in the hospital a few times not knowing how I got there.
I watched The Walking Dead yesterday from last week.
Right.
And
Sunday?
Yeah, when she shoots out of her sleeve.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Come on. What, she got like 8 rounds and she kills 9 people with them?
Right.
Come on.
And she left one alive.
So
what has happened to that show?
I told you it got stupid.
It's just dumb.
And then Lucille shows up this weekend.
Who?
Well, thanks, there, Rally Killer.
Hey, we're out.
I know, right?
Everybody have a good day. We'll see y'all on the flip side. Here comes our lovely sponsors. Make sure you go check out our lovely sponsors. Go see Rob's Performance for all your automotive needs.
Get your car washed.
Oh, no, Salem.
See you guys.
Tonight.
Happy fingers. Happy fingers. You missed that. You missed what I was doing. It's a joke.
Spirit fingers.
We'll see y'all later. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for tuning in.
See you tonight.